Alright, what are we doing? Pool of Memories, water seems more luminescent than before, and Whehami gestures toward the font with an open palm. Sunnif, how are we doing today? You beautiful person, you.
Congratulations, contender. Having endured the rite of passage, you earned the privilege to compete with other proven hunters.
Yeah, it did. She scoops the talisman from the pool and holds it dripping before you. You gonna dry it off first?
This token represents you and no other. Wear it proudly.
Morning, Tenwin. Oh my god, those are neat looking. Is that a horse? That's a horse, isn't it? That's like a zebra. That's like a punk zebra. I like it. Those are sweet. Did you make those yourself, or did you get somebody to make them?
It shall drink the essence of your actions, your triumphs, and your accomplishments, that the souls within these sacred walls will recognize them on your return.
She presses a bangle into your hands with a toothy smile. Got a friend to make them. Excuse me, that's cool. They work by commission, because eventually I'm going to need somebody to make me some emotes here, maybe. I have, like, no artistic talent whatsoever. Konstanten watches you handle the talisman with a mixture of longing and repulsion on his normally sanguine face. I'm honored.
And we are honored to have such a talented hunter in our midst, Good Watcher. Your next challenge will take you outside the walls of this arena. The island demands an offering, something to feed the pool of memories. Some relics sacred to this place have been taken and need returning, and others undiscovered await a hunter capable enough to find them.
Didn't know what to get for my third emote, but everyone has heart emotes, so I decided on a broken heart. That's actually a good one. I like that. I could use that one myself every once in a while, since my romance here with Zodi has completely fallen apart. Relics is so annoying. We're gonna, like, mess with it for 5 seconds, and if it ends up not really leading to anything that's, like, story-related, I may end up just... Like, how's this work? Is there, like, actual stuff that's not really story, and it's just kind of like, here's an arena mode? Or is there, like, other stuff to do that's story-related, or... I guess what I'm asking is it worth skipping any of that, or no? Some relic sacred space have been taken, these returning, and others underway to human capable enough to find them. So how many of these sacred objects am I supposed to find?
It is assumed you will hunt with reckless abandon, and return all that you can, if only for the thrill of the pursuit. As for what is required, contenders are expected to return at least one relic sacred to the Seeker, Slayer, or Survivor, whichever face best aligns with the hunter within you.
Does this mean a crucible has accepted me? When do I talk to the faces?
You survived the rite of passage, but you are yet shark bait to the faces. But now you can begin to demand their attention through your actions.
That sounds easier than fighting in the arena.
Wish that were true, Watcher.
Whehami chuckles quietly. She lowers her voice and leans in close. She smells of sweat and peat.
Each area of the island draws the attention of a particular aspect of Toamowhai. While you scour the island, watch as only a watcher can.
She straightens.
Speak with Engari, Keeper of Memories, in preparation for your hunt. He will set the path before you.
So tasty.
Return with your trophy, contender, and may Toamowhai guide your way.
She bows her head and turns away. Speak with Engari about the faceless artifacts. Maybe I'll check out, like, one and just see what happens. Slim for a Mawa, the man before you boasts warm avuncular features and gray patches his tightly curled black hair. He smiles warmly at your approach.
Greetings, friend, and welcome. You stand before the keeper of memories.
New axe, sweat, and peat. Isn't that what old axe smells like? I always hated axe. He bows slightly at the waist. His attention falls to the dwarf at your side.
And Konstanten, too. How exciting.
Been a while, Engari.
You two know each other?
Only well enough to not trust him at my back in a fight.
I'd rather stand face to face anyway.
You keep memories?
Don't everyone keep memories?
Whatever, Zodi.
Those vanquished in the Crucible leave behind their weapons and armor, both often laden with memories of life.
I have a thing where if people smell like axe, I kind of assume their mom buys their clothes for them. Yeah, me too. Like, I remember back when I was like, and I think, was it high school, axe was like real popular? I think so. And I never got it.
It falls to me to keep and protect those trappings and recollections.
They were really good at coming up with kind of cool names to make it sound like it didn't smell the way it did. Here, get the Phoenix scent.
Anything short of a full soul left clinging to a weapon is likely little more than dust, or entirely insane.
Doesn't seem far off from torture to me.
Everyone believes they know my work better than I do.
He chuckles. How do you preserve memories from these items?
We first wash the items in the pool, and in doing so, give the memories to the souls of this place. Thus do their deeds live on beyond them. Most items carry little more than the strongest memories of their use.
He plucks dismissively at his tunic as if to indicate his
A
baseness.
few, however, abundant with essence and charged with purpose, retain unusual attributes. These I care for, curate, and purvey to those worthy of their enchantments.
With a warm smile, he runs a finger along one of the blades. These would be the artifacts Humer mentioned?
The Crucible recreates battles and conflicts of old, that today's hunters may hone their skills. The pool of memories is the library for these histories.
If Phoenix scent smelled like burnt feathers, it would be an improvement. Engari is annoying. I'm actually wondering...
These stories aren't told to the Crucible. Instead, items held by those who performed great deeds echo with these accomplishments. The pool of memories absorbs the past from them.
I'm actually wondering if I can wrap up the non-annoying parts of this DLC today and maybe finish the game today.
As a contender, you will be expected to recover at least one of these relics.
If not, it's cool because I found out I'm actually going to be able to stream next Monday because my girlfriend had a doctor's appointment. It got moved up to yesterday, and that's actually one of the reasons I was in such a damn good mood yesterday was we got a lot of good news out of it. So, yay. Next week opens up a little bit more, too. You skip this DLC altogether. He is annoying not because of his personality, but because of there is another settlement that needs our help. Sort of annoying. So a bunch of like fetch quest kind of deals. Yeah, we'll try one and just see what happens.
Direction. But first, I must ask, which of the faces of the hunt do you seek to appease?
We'll just do like a quick taste of it. I'm a slaying kind of guy. What do I have to do? What do I have to kill to find an artifact for the slaying phase?
A group of drifters claiming to be eager contenders showed us their true colors. Days ago, while most of the arena slept, they helped themselves to one of our Slayer relics.
Yeah, thanks, Son of. It had me worried for a little bit. Not that there was anything really life-threatening going on, but she had like a couple concerns. She was worried she might have like diabetes or something like that. And luckily, she's got nothing going on other than she needs to get an ultrasound next week to check out her gallbladder and liver, I think. But I don't think it's going to be anything major, but still. think the worst of it's done. She actually seems to be getting a little bit better. She was dealing with a bunch of stuff that seems to be related to an underactive thyroid. So, yeah.
Unfortunately for them, the boat they came in on sunk, and it is a very long swim to anywhere beyond the auspices of the Faces.
And it's very good now because she can actually get treated for it, so... He chuckles quietly, sharp teeth glinting between his lips.
Sure are a lot of convenient accidents happening around here.
Slay them. Return the relic to the pool of memories, and the slaying face will be... most pleased.
I'm ready to begin the hunt.
Gallarde, I will see the western doors opened for you.
Covered a Slayer artifact from Waku. Locate an artifact prize paid to Secret Slayer. Okay. Western doors are open. Oh, these western doors. You have one of those. Found out at your randomly at a health checkout. Excuse me. Found out what's it underactive thyroid. Oh, yeah, I've actually known a couple people that had that, and pretty much a lot of the things that it affects is stuff that she has going on. Fatigue, she has trouble sleeping sometimes, depression, stuff like that, so... And she's already starting to feel better, too, because she knows what's going on now. You know what I mean? Like, answers are good to have. Fucks up your metabolism, yeah. Okay, so that's where we need to go. We'll check out the island a little bit. Metabolism. Thick, humid jungle gives way before you to empty air. A vast chasm divides you from further progress, descending to a churning white froth of water below. A bridge of wound rope crosses a gap, planks of dark wood supported between the strands. Examine the bridge. The thick rope has been well anchored, each line wrapped and tightly tied around one of a pair of heavy stones. Pardon. Knots have long since crusted over solid, there's no untying them. The sun has bleached wooden planks to a dull gray. Consider the quality of the wood. Liquid. The wood looks good for burning, but little else. It will not likely hold much weight. Well, then we're searching for another route. You walk the edge of the chasm in either direction, but find no manner of crossing. The river seems to stretch down to the beach you landed at, separating you from the rest of the island. With time, Adir tells you, a bridge can be reinforced with materials provided by the island, but that will require days of dangerous effort. Well, I got nowhere to go. Reinforce the bridge. Days of hard labor ensue. As clinging carefully to the underside of the bridge, you find branches of vines to reinforce it. Eventually, however, the crossing appears significantly safer. How did you two get injured? Carefully cross the bridge. You step onto the reinforced bridge and it bears your weight with reassuring stability. You begin the crossing. Ropes feel secure beneath your hands and you move confidently along the structure. With a final step onto solid ground, you complete the crossing and find yourself among the thick foliage of the central island. I constructed a bridge. Alright, let's give you... have some meat. Best everybody. Forest thins into scattered glades along the western cliffs of Kazuwari. Trees stand sentinel overlooking the sheer stone plunge into the Deadfire Sea. You turn north, only to enter a large open field ringed with wood and peppered with small clumps of dense forest. Clouds of insects hum over the rotting remnants of discarded carcasses. The path before you looks roughly disturbed. Investigate the scene. Liquid. Though it's difficult to discern from the chaotic wreck of dirt and grass, it seems like multiple sets of kith tracks came from the direction you did and continue towards the coast to the northwest. Another set of tracks, these from some manner of clawed beast, come from inland and follow the same path as the kith tracks. Examine beast tracks. Liquid. Tracks appear to have been left by a Stelgar, a very large Stelgar. The tracks overlap the kith tracks and are overlapped by them in turn. It seems the creature was stalking those who would stalk it. Examine kith tracks. 4 different sets of tracks appear, including a set that look Orlan. The other is more difficult to narrow down to a specific type of kith. Tracks seem pretty close together, as if those who left them were moving slowly and carefully. Let's follow the kith tracks. The kith tracks bend around the field, largely following the tree line. You stop short as you come upon a scene of carnage. Congealed blood pools on the ground and gore spatters in nearby trees. Flies cloud the air. Investigate the kith tracks. The receding tracks part in opposite directions. One pair cuts directly west toward the edge of the island. These are evenly spaced and far apart. The length of the strides and directions the toes are pointed suggests the kith was running. The other pair trail along to the north. Print suggests one leg dragged behind the other, and the ground is spattered with drops of blood. Eothas points out a thin coating of silvery dust coating the nearby leaves. Somebody threw a spark cracker, probably as a distraction. Let's follow the wounded kith. Actually, examine the carnage first. You identify the remains of 2 kith, one in Amawa, the other folk, probably. The pair have been rent by claws and chewed extensively, some of their limbs largely clean of bone. Though little save ruins remains of most of their equipment, you find a few salvageable goods, including a ruined token from the arena. Sweet. Let's follow the ruined kith. Wounded kith. I read that already. Kith trail leads north along a winding path through the forest. Every few feet you find blood smeared across a leaf or pooled within a footprint. Probably is ruined right now. Steps grew increasingly close to one another as you follow them, and you find dry blood crusting some of the trees. Then ahead of you along the path, you make out a figure seated in the shade of a thick-trunked tree. The dwarf isn't moving. Use spyglass. Through the lens of the spyglass, you can make out the faint rise and fall of the dwarf's chest. His beard is matted with blood, and he cradles one arm close to his chest. Approach it. You make it to the tree and find a solidly built dwarf clinging to a small pack. One swollen eye half opens and gazes through you. The hunter's voice rasps through dry lips. I am Slayer of Champion, he coughs weakly. Examine his wounds. Bone and viscera are clearly visible within the rents in his armor and skin. You're pretty sure that his liver is sliding out of his belly. The incredible thing is that he's held out as long as he has. Hurt him to lure out the beasts. Not that big of an asshole. Heal him. If possible, Zodi. Oh, I can pick the spell. Can I resurrect the dude? The magic washes over the hunter without much apparent effect. He's beyond magical healing. Well, then I guess I'm going to put him out of his misery. Sorry, buddy. With your single decisive blow, the man's remaining life dribbles from his throat. His eye glazes over and his chest stills. Set up a trap. You doubt you have time to set up anything as complicated as a pit trap, but you can set a mechanical trap or rig a simple snare. I set up a burning claw trap. A deer. Within minutes, a trap is laid and hidden. Make noise to lure out the beast. Pick up a pair of sturdy sticks and repeatedly strike them together. The cracking of the wood echoes among the trees. Assuming your gambit work, it shouldn't take long for the beast to arrive. Lie in wait. You hide among the greenery and await the arrival of the beast. It doesn't keep you waiting. A small pack of Stelgar stalk into the clearing, each lithe saber-toothed cat shoulder height to an elf. The largest of the creatures is wounded, what looks like a shard of hot metal piercing it behind the neck. Their eyes remain steadily locked on you as they prowl nearer. Up, I found him. Stelgar shouldn't be that bad. Oh, that's a big one. You're a very big one. That's because you're a great Stelgar. You guys are just tigers. Alright. Adir, you might want to go tangle with the big guy. Liquid. Tie up these guys. Konstanten, that's right, I forgot you are kind of melee. Zodi. Let's buff 3 of you. Eothas, let's try to... do that. Okay, switch over to your bow. And then let's try to summon some help for Konstanten down there. Konstanten will be doing the same thing in a second. Actually, you know what? Let's do it now. I want to see what these weapons do. Petrification.
Lava beyond
That didn't do anything. Let's actually use Wilting Wind then. Ooh, that summoned a lot of those things, didn't it? Can I direct you? You two go over there, you two go over there. You guys look like you're just gonna do whatever the hell you want, that's fine. Some Eothas. Excuse me.
Let's go.
Where'd the big one go? Oh, hell. That's alright. At least you went down where Liquid was and not over here where, like, Konstanten is. Yeah, you're still good, Liquid.
very helpful.
This one's almost dead. Shit. Heal up. Yeah, you need one more. Alright, got him dead. I want you to... How many things you can summon? Alright, that one's dead. Maybe we get down here. Or a deer get down here. Okay, I got rid of my animated weapons doing that, but it doesn't matter, it's dead. Easy enough. Cinder Shard. The aggressive soul energy raging within this slim slice of steel seems to warm from within. Okay, so that's apparently what I needed. As bright glow approaches, the rhythm of a heartbeat, not your own, thumps in your head. Light coalesces into the muscular features of a hulking Amalwa striding towards you.
Oh, God!
Spirit shrinks away from the glow with a terrified yelp.
Water!
Soul roars as if in challenge. He points a thick gloved finger at you.
I wanted tougher, but you will suffice.
Who are you?
Who are you? I am the Slayer, the fastest and the strongest.
I should recognize the voice.
That you had to ask speaks ill of your mind.
Oh, excuse the hell out of me. What do you want?
Return your trophy to the old man. There is much left ahead of you to hunt, and far more to kill.
Lines his face loose with definition A possessed, blurring into a featureless mass until the entirety of his form evaporates into thin air.
Well, wasn't he fun?
Any idea who that was?
He suggested he was the slaying face. Or at least the slayer. Poor attitude aside, he knew of Engari, and he knew what you're up to. You should be careful.
Seems to want us to kill someone or something.
Do you think this is why Gallowayne didn't want you here? Maybe the Slayer wants you to kill the gods!
Let's go.
I wonder if we'll run into more like him if we continue with these trials.
Take some teeth here before I go and a pelt.
Well, don't see why not. Hey.
Alright, let's head back with this. Turn it into the one fella.
Of course.
Welcome back. I hope I can be of service, friend.
It's early to be calling us friends, buddy.
Plus, that didn't sound particularly sincere.
Shouldn't I? All are my friends in service of the Faces, even when they're my foes.
I've retrieved an artifact sacred to the Faces of the Hunt.
Well done. The final step is to place the offering into the pool of memories. I leave that honor to you.
Okay, let's offer it. Oh, he gave me like 3 more things for that. Changeling's Dance, a perennial crowd favorite. The Changeling's Dance challenges contenders to test their might while wearing a form not their own. A warrior that perseveres even when denied their core strengths is one truly blessed by Toamowhai. Huh, okay, I wonder what that's gonna entail. Like, am I gonna turn into a Zara up here?
A true Slayer can finish a fight even when robbed of their advantages and forced to improvise. Luck is for the weak. May the most savage win.
Contender's form cannot use active abilities transformed.
We'll go back to normal after.
Just turned everybody into... what the hell?
Right?
Zodi is now an ooze. Konstanten is an imp. Liquid is a lizard man looking dude, and Eothas, I can't even tell what the heck you are right now. You look like a lich.
Doing the job.
Okay, so you guys just need to do this without abilities, then, is what I'm getting out of this, it looks like. Alright, this can't be that bad. Cypher's dead already. Everybody go after this monk. This doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard despite everything. Oh, you're a lock of faith. Liquid.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Shoot, maybe you guys should be like this all the time. You're whooping ass. There is one battle I want to do called Tactical Ogres. A bunch of stuff, take all that.
Even denied your core strengths, you bring glory to the Slayer. Your ferocity transcends form. Most impressive.
That was a neat little gimmick.
If it isn't the Watcher.
A man's voice rings out in a rich baritone. Despite its warmth, the warrior's eyes are narrow and discerning.
Taller than I expected, but no bother.
Dwarf shrugs.
If this is our competition, victory is ours for the taking.
Yeah, last guy said that too. Motley of soldiers, each arrayed with more weapons than they have hands to wield them, stops as you approach. From behind their garish helmets, they size you up. Am I supposed to have heard of you? I don't really follow the circus scene.
Fat lot of good that sass will do you in the Crucible. We're the Dragon Stalkers, the reigning champions of the hunt. Considering the game we normally hunt, kith like you are easy pickings.
You ever kill an otter dragon before? Nah, I didn't think so. Warrior passes an ornate axe from one hand to the other, idly juggling the blade with a smile. Dragon stalkers, not dragons, plural, so you can only handle one, sounds unimpressive.
I'll have you know we've slain 3 dragons. Toamowhai blessed our band, and soon all shall see.
Okay, let me think. Killed the otter dragon, killed the alpine dragon, killed the dragon in the Beast of Winter DLC. Am I missing a dragon? I want to say there was a 4th one, but I don't remember it. 3 whole dragons? Adorable.
And exactly how many dragons have you slain?
Yeah, that's true. I was diplomatic with the fire dragon. I slew the fire dragon. It was... Actually, you know what? No. Yeah, I slew the otter dragon. It was living below my castle.
Whatever. Anyone can get lucky once.
Warrior folds his arms, lifting his chin to stare down his nose at you. Alpine dragon didn't count as if it were another save. It counts in my heart, though. I killed Neri Skurlus, the corpse dragon of the Deadflow. Killed her a couple times, in fact.
Big deal. So you've slain 2 dragons. Even sundials get lucky twice a day.
He clears his throat, his weight shifting from one foot to another as he rocks sideways. I think that about covers the subject of dragons I've slain.
Good on you. I doubt you'll live past our encounter in the Crucible. But if you do, maybe you have a future of dragon slaying ahead of you. But as much as we'd love to flap jaws, battle calls, we'll be seeing you.
Warrior salutes you with a wry smile as he and his gang strut down the drawbridge, basking in the audience applause as they take center stage. Alright, save it.
Whatever you need.
Happy to hear you say that, Konstantin.
My contesting friend, I have a thing you may find interesting.
Well, can wait for now. Okay, maximum kill 5 in the first game and 2 in this game. Yeah, because you can kill Alpine, Audra, the 2 dragons that were with Lengrath, and I'm missing one in the first game. Talk to him. And then this game would have been the Fire Dragon, the DLC Dragon, the dragon in the Water Shapers Guild. Forgot about that one, I did.
Ah, my friend returns. You have acquitted yourself well in your searches, and Toamowhai would have you go forth from Kazawari to hunt artifacts elsewhere in the Deadfire. The slaying face growls of the Kraken's eye and a coin heavy with lost lives. It came from here, and the faces would see it return.
He smiles, all sharp teeth.
It poses you no danger, I promise.
Sounds perfectly safe.
Konstantin snorts.
Will you take up this hunt?
Of course.
Most excellent. Or Gillarde, as our Valian friends would say.
He chuckles, fingers brushing across his mouth.
How about you stick with a killer?
Good hunting, my friend.
Bows his head in farewell. Duels. All right. Sky Dragon. I forgot about that one. Need to get the luckless coin to unlock the battle you want to do. Is there a quest for that down here? There we go. I have to go to the Kraken's Eye in Port Machi. Okay. Oop. Wait, no, I have to go out this way to get to my boat. Or wait, no, I don't. Can I get to my boat from here? Go down to the quarters, not the way I came, okay. I always forget what the heck I had going on from one session to the next, especially since I took a day off in the middle. Alright. Okay, I can go out this way, I see. Do-do-do. Dwarf will have more responses the more dragons you've killed. Never seen what happens if you kill all the dragons. Well, maybe my next playthrough of this, I'll kill all the dragons, because why not? I was thinking about doing a smartass run, so... do a bunch of SAS responses. Port Machi's we're at down here. It's been a while since I've been here. It did kind of suck that I didn't make a save before the whole thing with Lengrath's dragons. Because I was curious about trying to do that fight for the hell of it. Kraken's Eye. Oops, wrong place. Cancel. Kraken's Eye.
Man reads too much. What he hiding, eh?
So I gotta steal it. Oh, luckless coin. Okay, hold up.
Sure. Was it worth it?
Top left
All that
corner.
for this little thing.
Crew's getting antsy.
Maybe we cut them loose. Leaving anytime soon.
Ah, here we go. Man sitting here nurses a mug of grog. From a slightly glossy look of his eyes, it's not his first serving. He seems entirely absorbed in a coin and he juggles along the rib line of his knuckles. 15 or 14 copper. Buy you a drink? Man blinks up at you. Takes him a few seconds to focus on your features.
Aye, I'll have a drink. If you're having one yourself.
Gestures at the seat opposite. When you raise your hand to the barkeep, he finishes a mug he'd been working on in one long swallow.
Something I can do for you, Watcher?
Take it you've heard of me.
You weren't exactly quiet when you came through here the first time. Though it's certainly been quieter since you left.
He glances askance at Sudi.
Yeah, well, if folks had listened to me then, might be not so many would have died. I think it was worth shouting about, thank you.
You're cradling that coin like it has a story to tell.
Aye.
He inhales deeply and releases a great sigh.
I were on a ship out of Telenair. We traded in luxuries. Spirits, mostly. Brought mead, worth an egg for the Dawn Stars, and Eothas out. Returned with rum and Iraq, but also murk berries and copper leaves. Ship came up on us out of the fog, flying the thrice-fucked flag of the Principe Sin Patrina. A dhow by the name of Misery's Delight. If you know it. We certainly knew it, and of Malnage's reputation, yet the captain is set to fight her off. Damn fool that he was.
Would it make you feel better to know that Minaj is dead?
A bit. Aye.
You have to defend what's yours.
I suppose.
He frowns into his ale.
I only survived on account of this coin. Cannons firing, folks shouting and screaming, and I see this at my feet, shiny as you please. Decide for wow knows what reason to pick it up. And a cannonball tears through the deck right above me, right where my head had just been. That sets the coin to rolling though, and I chase after it. Deck behind me explodes to splinters, all shot to shit. And me not there only on account of this coin. It rolls through the rail posts, and I, not willing to let this damned thing be, leap after it. Feel my fingers close around it right as the ship goes up behind me in a great fucking fireball worthy of Magrin herself. They must have hit the powder kegs.
Sounds like some kind of a cartoon story or something, like some dude's chasing after a coin while there's explosions going around him.
Wake up down
around
the way at Valario's Rest. Nothing but the clothes on my back and this coin clutched tight in my grip. Come up here looking for work or a ship to get me off of this backwater island.
Takes a long swig from his mug. Can I buy the coin off you?
It ain't for sale, Watcher. I wish I could. But there's no amount of coin I consider worth the fortune this little piece of silver has brought me.
This calls for something stronger. Let's drink to their memory.
Wouldn't be a mariner if I turned down a drink of rum or pour out a dram for the lads.
Drink him under the table. Man drinks eagerly. Given that he was half sodden when you found him, it doesn't take long before he rests his head in his hands with an incoherent mumble. Moments later, he begins to snore. Take the coin. Coin in hand, you leave the mariner asleep in his chair. Boy, I feel like an asshole. I feel like a dick doing this. Yeah, me too. Let's get back out of here and head to...
We're back. Wonder if...
No contest. What? Just because you have webbed fingers and I can't swim? You are a strange man.
I'm sure it's an option to leave like 20k coppers with them, like the last amount of luck the coin gave them. Yeah, it feels like there should be another option there. Like if you're playing somebody that's all about justice, there's no way to do that without essentially breaking the law. An odd decision. You would have thought they would have looked at that. Alright, we need to go back to the Crucible with this. There we go. Yeah, I did a little bit of reading up to it. It didn't sound like it really had much to influence the story at all either. Wait, is this where it is? Yeah. Like, they kind of made it sound like it was pretty much just like a side thing that really didn't add that much. So I have no problem getting to a point where the interesting stuff gets done and then maybe finishing it off stream or something. Maybe I can actually get this done today. Depending.
Priest lady, Nemnock needs healing.
Alright, here we go.
Welcome back. I hope I can be of service, friend.
Yeah, what does he have?
Welcome. I hope I can be of
How many items or so?
But please, spend lavishly.
Contender's armor. Superb. +1 enemies engaged. It's got nothing really to it. Contender's helm probably doesn't have much. +5 defenses against perception affliction. Grants contenders composure. And a bunch of stuff that I really don't need at this point. Alright, so this coin I got. Guess I just put it into memories. Okay, save it.
I've got it.
Tactical Ogres. Brace for impact as you relive a skirmish against a crew of ogre pirates. Twice as tall and many times as massive as any Kith, the ogre is a living embodiment of a slaying face. Even a single ogre is capable of taking a milling and dealing immense amounts of pain on its way down, except... can only do it after finishing Mogren's Teeth. Yeah, it feels like it's something they should have given you earlier, so that you could find some of these artifacts while you're doing other stuff.
As strong as you are, there is always someone stronger. How one deals with this matters the Slayer. Rock is for the weak. May the most savage win.
How many of you guys are there? Oh, you got cannoneers.
I don't know what all the fuss is about.
Oh, so you're not scared of any ogres, apparently. Well, let's get them. I hate how they have a barricade. Wow, are they freaking wielding ship anchors? Okay, Loth. We're gonna mess these guys up early. Ooh, there's... shoot. There's a gunpowder barrel. That's probably gonna set that off if I do that.
That's not very...
Shoot. Okay. I wonder if the symbol of Eothas will set it off. Foe target. That might. It's burn damage. Alright. We'll work on summoning help instead.
No.
Constantly get over here. Ooh, Liquid, you're getting crap kicked out of you already. Heal up. I need it. Oh boy. Here, leap out. Go over here. And let a deer absorb everybody here. There we go. Use a second wind. Are you throwing fireballs around this? Oh shit. Okay, Liquid, hurry up. Liquid.
Didn't work.
There you go. Pop a potion. Need to keep you alive. Okay, everybody else here, let's buff a bit. Eothas. Use an orb. Konstanten, how are we doing with our summons? That's good. I want to try something that I've been meaning to try. Okay, Liquid, hold on. Heart of Fury. Okay, Dragon, go after them. Okay, I think we actually just killed cutthroats already, so that's good.
Let's go. If they don't like the thing.
Shoot, Liquid. Let's have you jump again. Over here. The deer, you can be right there. Liquid, you're okay, I think, right there. Bloodstone. Start beating this dude. Eothas, might as well go ahead and paralyze in the meantime. Enemies in the area are sickened.
Let's go.
Ain't you that was about as useful as a bump on a
Okay, that wasn't too bad. I could do them before Margaret's Teeth. This would feel way less bad because you could pick up the artifact quests and do them whenever you could. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Changeling's Mantle, Soulbound. Superb. Binds with Barbarian, Cipher, or Druid. Grants Pelt of many kinds. Summons a non-random... summons a random non-combat beast of Galloway and start a combat. Each beast has an aura that applies a bonus to all allies near it. Take all.
Such fury from so small a hunter! Your ferocity will serve you well, Watcher.
The armor's for you. Armor for Liquid. Let's see how you look in it, Liquid. In a second. Though crowds' continued ovation dims into a dull, distant hum, the apparition you saw before flares into being before you.
Watcher! You do not embarrass yourself!
The shimmering form slowly applauds, grinning with each ponderous clap.
The competition may be weaker than seasons past, but I see victory boiling in your veins. We will be crowning you champion of the hunt.
You said we. Who else do you mean?
Kazuwari thrives on the memories of countless warriors. Strongest among them are the faces of the hunt. And I am the strongest of the strongest. This place is a trap. It lured me as it has lured you. Slayer knows slaying, not caring for spirits. That is Watcher's work. So you must be Slayer and Watcher both.
I've heard enough.
I will not stand between you and your prey. Go! Rend the weak until there is only victory. Until there is only you.
Where the crowd returns to a thunderous volume as the apparition blurs into a soft violet red glow before vanishing entirely.
Another chat with the faces?
Yes.
Strange. I didn't see or hear anything. Perhaps you're more attuned to them now.
It's because it was an A-B conversation.
Or maybe it's because you're among the stones of the Crucible. Regardless, you seem to be on the right track. Keep at it.
Alright, let's see this armor here. Changeling's Mantle. Bind this item to unlock the next level. Spiky. That actually looks pretty cool for him. That looks very barbarian-ish. Kill 20 beasts or kill 20 enemies. Liquid can do that. That's his whole deal. Liquid can totally do that.
Only because I like it.
Ah, Watcher. I hear tale of another artifact ripe for the reaping.
Well, you can wait a minute. I'm gonna do these 2 fights that are here that are I've already got unlocked, and then we'll see what's going on. Trial by Fangs of Fur. The Stilgar and other wildcats rarely hunt alongside their cousins. Many hunters have wandered into lands where territories overlapped and suffered the combined wrath of the elusive Stilgar and their lithe cousins. Test your might against such a deadly encounter with felines of every size. So is there anything else you could think of that I should get from this DLC? Or do you think I should move on?
Though smaller than the mighty Stelgar, the great felines of Eothas are deadly hunters. In a pack, they demand fear.
2 to 4 fights left to finish it. Okay.
Rock is for the weak. May the most savage win.
So what do we got? Panthers. Young Panther. Great Stelgar. Already killed one of you. There's another one. A Savage Tiger.
Cute, but they'll tear your throat out if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, he's for nothing.
Only because I like you.
They're not casting spells, I can handle them. Deer, go up there. Konstantin, hang back a little bit. You're not Konstantin, you're Liquid. You're stunned. Konstantin. No, you're not. Whoa, Liquid right there. Okay. Let's summon some weapons. Let's Tane since everything's coming down here. And let's buff. Okay, Konstantin, go after the tiger. Try to stay alive. You're gonna get some help with the other crap here. Draining wall, right there. Sodi, symbol of Eothas, right in the middle of all this. Right there looks good. Liquid. Heart of Fury. Alright, so far so good-ish. Alright, there's my wall training.
Never you mind that.
Sodi. There's a soulbound axe you get for finishing Contests of the Slayer, which you will do naturally anyway. However, you will probably never be able to fully unlock all the soulbound bonuses on it. Alright, we'll get that then. Let's... Now you're gonna hit your own people with that. Circle Protection, Devotions to the Faithful. Here, Shining Beacon sounds good. Right there. Eothas. Do a Wilting Wind right there. Liquid, you're still alright, Konstantin. You've been better. You'll be okay for a moment. Oh shit. Zodi heal, minor intercession. As soon as you get your Shining Beacon off, there we go. Oh crap. They're both down there. Konstantin, you may die here. I don't really have any way to get you to escape that easily. Zodi, you're in a bad part of town too here. Eothas, get back. Paralyze everything. Alright, animate weapon killed Savage Panther, that's good. Another Savage Panther died. Okay, there's a deer. Liquid. Get that Stelkar. Zodi. Blessing a Whale, buff everybody a bit more. Let's try to wreck these two a bit. Let's go. Oh, you just got that tiger on you now. Death Ring. You're gonna make a leap. No, you're not. Yes, you are. Oh, you're frightened. That's why you couldn't do it. Oh, Eothas messed up that tiger. As bad as it looked like it was going to be. Because the second tier of the axe is that you finish all the contests in the Crucible. The
Stelgar King hunt well, but the Watcher hunts better. Toamowhai is pleased. I am pleased.
Yeah, I'll just work on doing whatever I need to do to finish the DLC then, and then we'll, or I'll do the optional stuff another time or something.
Stelgar blood courses through your veins, but enough to mark you the Slayer's chosen. Summon your rivals. Fight for my title.
Snake pit you get from doing the Naga trial. Was that the other one that was left here? I thought I saw something about Naga.
You lot are tougher than you look.
He smirks, hand resting on the handle of his axe. Maybe I'll do that one real quick for the hell of it.
Looks like you'll have the honor of being slain by the dragon stalkers.
The honor of being? Morgan's flame. Some people are just asking to die.
The honor of being slain will be all yours, I'm afraid.
That's what I just said, wasn't it? Or was it?
He looks to his fellows, one of which shrugs.
Regardless, the moment of truth comes anon.
He turns with a flourish of his cape and strides toward the arena. Alright, you guys need to heal up a bit. Actually, it looks like I might need to... Wouldn't hurt the rest real quick. Because you got a wound.
Ado, contender. What can I interest? Of course.
Oh, you have a better... Okay. +2 might. Let's do that. Gymnasium. So I guess the more you go through this, you get better places to rest. Better options. At least one better option.
Hey!
Ah,
You
watch.
worst captain.
I hear tale
Screw
of
you.
another artifact ripe for the reaping.
Contest of Slayer and Cult of the Naga's Shaman. Clutch a poison Naga led by a mighty poison shaman capable of summoning reinforcements and enhancing the power of his venomous allies. Let's try it. Then we'll do the other one.
Oops, your boat sinks.
Though Kith hunters flailingly imitate their methods, the Naga use venom as a master musician plays. Are you prepared for their performance? Rock is for the weak. May the most savage win.
Okay, 5 of you.
unless you're
You must
looking to
be
get
the
hit.
shaman. Skirmisher, warriors. You got 2 archers. Okay. Elpadir, go up
see why not.
first. Liquid, go join them. Konstantin, go up there. Eothas, they got a totem. Eothas, let's not screw around with these guys. Sodi. Let's do a symbol of Eothas right there. Okay, now, while that guy's hanging out up there, let's drop a storm of holy fire on top of them all. What the heck? That's not fair. Oh shit, Eothas, get out of there now. Okay. Yeah. The deer go up here. Liquid go over here. I get the priest already. I got the shaman already. Okay, that was probably the biggest threat. Alright. Lightning over here. Konstantin, where are you at? You're not dying for once, that's good. Lightning right there. Let's summon a dragon right up there, if possible. Sodi, careful. Let's go whale. Try to get you out of there if possible. I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance. Alright, dragon. Get that ooze. As close as to Sodi.
No rush, but if you have any antidotes handy.
Oh, you're fine, dear. Get that warrior. Ooh, Eothas, you just took a hit real hard. Okay, Eothas, get back. Just let Liquid and Nadir do what they're doing.
I feel...
Liquid, how did you get over there? Did I send you over there?
This is futile!
Darkness flows. Light waves.
Konstantin, you're still alive, right? Okay. Alright, Liquid got that skirmisher. Liquid can come this way. Get that skirmisher. Oh shoot, so your dragon you were hiding behind just decided to die. Minor intercession. Click. And remember that Liquid just saved you there. Okay, you completely ignored me again. Minor intercession. Konstantin. Oh, never mind, he died. I think you knock him prone with this. Alright, nobody died. Hear a tale of another artifact ripe for the reaping. Oh, where's my snake? Drago. What do you do? Following around, you have increased stride, and your party has bonus defenses against disengagement attacks. I always wanted a snake, that's why I wanted to do that.
The Naga's venom often offers only pyrrhic victory for those who pest them. Yet our contender lives to fight another day!
Yeah.
Stelgar blood courses through your veins. But enough to mark you the Slayer's chosen? Summon your rivals! Fight for my title!
Will do. Okay, so far this hasn't been too bad. In terms of difficulty, at least. But I am max level, so...
Only because I like you.
This hasn't been as difficult as Forgotten Sanctum.
I hear tale of another artifact ripe for the reaping.
That would get old real quick. Wait, I don't know if I had Eothas healed up enough there. Hold up. You've got a wound, Eothas. We're gonna rest, because I'm expecting this to be somewhat of a pain in the ass. Only one challenge you would say is straight up difficult.
Ado, contender. What can I eat? Of course.
So you've got resting in the gym again.
You captain? Nemnak better captain.
Have to fight a shit ton of vessels. How much is a shit ton? Because can't you just dismiss them? They'll overwhelm really fast. Too many. Interesting. Yeah, some of this stuff is probably going to end up being like... I might do it for like a YouTube exclusive or something. Like I did with Alpine Dragon. Depends on how I feel. I've got so much stuff that I wanted to do that I'm behind on this month because of everything going on. Okay. Let's check this Slayer fight out. Dragonstalkers claim to be the last remaining order or members of the long-defunct Order of Scorched Steel, a fraternity of self-proclaimed dragon hunters. In imitation of their favored prey, Beckoner leads the Dragonstalkers can call down flames upon their foes. Furthermore, the savage weaponry they use to hunt drakes and dragons can slice kith flesh as easily as reptile scales. They come in waves too. Yeah, that would make dismissing them all difficult because I think I only have 2 casts of it.
Atop the bodies of the weak, our strongest warriors stand victorious. The time comes for all who could claim the title of the Slayers Chosen to assert their strength. The only contenders to survive our prior events are the Dragonstalker Pack and the Watcher. Which is the stronger? In Toamowhai's name, fight, man, kill!
Guy really needs therapy.
Hear that, Watcher? They chant for your demise.
He raises his closed fist, basking in audience adulation. You've got the same hat that I had on my door for a while before I gave him badass armor.
Let's give the people what they want, lads!
He draws his weapon. Okay, what am I looking at here? I've got a wise Arif.
I'll make an exception.
Archer hanging out over there. Shrew. Alright.
Yeah?
Let's do my usual liquid or Madeira rundown first. Everybody else follow. Okay, you are a wizard. I'm gonna take care of you. Liquid, can you get to him? Actually, yes you can. Panther Leap. Nice. And then hit a Heart of Fury while you're at it. Konstanten. We're gonna summon weapons right now. Right there. Shodi. Symbol of Eothas right there. I want to drop these guys in the front quick. Eothas must save the missile salvo for a second. And I'm going to have you... right there with a training wall. Right there. Alright, Liquid, you're okay. I'm gonna have you Heart of Fury, since she didn't do it the first time. You guys are being really bad about paying attention to the AI, or doing what I tell you in spite of what the AI is telling you. Okay, you guys do your thing. Oh crap, a dang spore. Dank Spore's confused, right? I think. Alright, let's burn him. Actually, you know what? No. Can I get a Noxious Burst down here? Eothas, can you reach that far? You can. Yep, Zodi's confused. Could you not shoot Eothas in the head with your bow and arrow, please? Liquid, you're still doing okay. Do what you're doing. Just killed the wolf companion. Liquid's just messing up people over here. Proud of you, Liquid. Good job. Okay. Eothas, you got interrupted there, so we're just gonna have you paralyzed right there. Maybe get Zodi while you're at it, so she calms down for a second. Perfect. Okay, now. Is there a way I could fit this in here without hitting my own people? Doesn't look like it. Hoping there's nobody there right there besides those two. Alright, Liquid. Liquid and take out the light-footed dude here.
Come now, step into the light.
Okay, so far so good. Konstantin, you're hurting a little bit. You'll be alright. I don't know where the hell you're at in this mess. You're right there, I think. Sodi, if you can stop being charmed for 5 seconds. There you go. Minor intercession. Liquid, hurry up with that guy. Need you over here. Deer. Let's use life through death. Konstantin.
Won't hunt.
Get them away from you. Okay, my weapons are gone. So you know what? Stop everything you're doing. Summon ogres. Well, Liquid mopped up that whole side of the thing by himself. Nice. Get the spore. No, get the spore. There you go. And you took some damage because you didn't listen to me the first time, Liquid. Konstantin, you either got interrupted or something. Dear, what are you doing up there? Liquid is just messing everybody up here. Do a barbaric roar.
Missed. This is futile.
Okay, kill him. Sodi. Summon some more help right here, since Konstantin failed to do it. Death ring.
Might take a nap right here.
Shit, Konstantin, you're gonna go again. That's alright. I don't think you're gonna have time to drink a potion. Nope. Man, I thought that was him getting chunked for a minute. Alright, you should probably stop for a second and use Mercy for the Lost right there.
Yeah, this is futile.
Actually move down here, go over here. Let's work on Shrew here since they've got less hit points, and actually we'll summon some help while we're at it. Eothas. Tain's Orb. Things are not going well for them, that's good. Cleansing Flame on Shrew there. Alright, now everybody take out Drake's Doom here. It's fitting you should get killed by a group that's got a worm with them and a Drake. Konstantin. Raw damage to foes in an area those near death can explode, dealing corrode damage nearby. Alright, let's do that. Let's see how this works.
That's not very helpful.
I think that was Konstantin. Killed him. That worked well. Soul energy swirls about you, pressing heavily against your esoteric senses. With a slight exertion of will, you can direct the ambient essence. Now, I tried to do it to the wheel before and it's stymied, so turn the soul essence to the crucible, I guess. Vern Galloway's gift.
There's your answer! Raise your voices! Sing to the Watcher's fury! Give praise to the Slayer's chosen! Sharpen your claws! Next, you chosen seekers and survivors. Return to the pool of memories. Every moment brings you closer to death.
Isn't that a bad thing?
I'm not hungry.
Why not?
Alright, let's go have a rest.
Priest lady, Nemnock
Hello,
needs healing.
contender.
I'll
What
take a
can
nap,
I
that'll work.
interest? Of course.
Gymnasium rest. Mary bows her horned head at your approach.
Welcome home, chosen of the Stelgar. You and the Slaying Face have established an accord. May you cling to this title until a worthy contender wrests it from your corpse.
She nods to Engari, who holds an axe in his hands.
This belonged to a prior chosen. I will come to claim it when you die. But until such day, may it bring you glory in battle.
Slayer's Claw. I'm honored.
It is we who are honored by your participation in the Crucible.
Yes, you are. Pool of Memories bubbles and churns, catching Humera's attention. Her face grows solemn as she peers into the waters.
The time has come, then, for the grand champion of the hunt to be decided.
Shit. Time to make good on our big talk.
Ready yourself for battle. Then gaze into the pool of memories. It shall reveal the final right. The battle that shall determine the champion of the hunt. May the greatest of the great achieve eternal glory in our sight.
Might have to hang this guy's head on my wall, too, if he's going to keep going on about, reaping. Alright, defeat the other chosen and seize the title of champion in a hunt. What does this axe do, anyway? Is this it? Slayer's Claw. It looks like a unique little axe. One-handed soulbound battle axe. Binds with barbarian, fighter, or paladin. It's one-handed. Might inspirations applied to the wielder are increased by 1 tier. Superb. It's one-handed would go good with your shield, and you need a better slashing weapon for times where you have to slash something to dear. I kind of like you with your two-handed weapons. Liquid. You're gonna give this to a deer. What's it do? Kill 20 enemies. Okay, you can do that. Alright, let's do this.
Ah, Watcher. I hear tale of another artifact ripe for the reaping.
I'm gonna get one of those doodads you can get to play sound effects. And I'm gonna get a recording of him saying that, and I'm just gonna be able to make it play at the push of a button. Just so we can always remember this DLC. I'm kidding, I won't do that. This year's Seeker, Slayer, and Survivor Chosen have shown their merit. Time has come for the 3 teams to fight for the grand honor of Champion of the Hunt. It's every pack for themselves in this free-for-all battle. So does that mean they're gonna, like, there's 3 teams and the other 2 teams will fight each other as well? Or is everybody just gonna come at me?
The coming is complete. We have at long last the 3 strongest packs of this season.
Because that would help immensely if they're all going to go after each other.
And now they shall fight. The pack that remains will be the champions of the hunt.
For the glory of the Crucible, in the name of Toamowhai, may the strongest, swiftest, smartest pack triumph.
Begin the hunt!
Huh. Faces of the hunt's words seem to echo within the rising applause from the crowd, the voices melding into one another until the air veritably vibrates with the sound, which is when you realize the pit at your feet is actually vibrating. The band of the bear rests comforting hands on their animals as they look to either side for the next threat. The steady vibration escalates into turbulent trembling, and the chosen raise hands to either side, keeping their feet despite the unsteady ground. What the hell's happening? The center of the arena explodes. A massive column of swirling water rises before you, lifting the middle of the arena high into the air. The water rains down, cascading across the dry stone ground, meeting the rising water at the edges of the fighting arena. The other chosen shout and gesture, their words stolen by the rush of water. They've come to the same conclusion you have. The arena is flooding. That's not good. You see a pair of thick, heavy ropes dangling from the edges of the platform. They whip wildly, buffeted by the titanic column of swirling water that holds the center of the arena aloft. So if I can get out of here, I can win this by default. Their movements preternaturally coordinated. The quiet 5 fall into the water and swim hand over hand toward one of the ropes. I don't trust you guys to beat them to it. Head for the other rope. You push against the water, resorting to swimming as it rises to shoulder height. The band of the bear pursues the second rope, coaxing their unwilling animals toward the massive vortex of water. You press after the band of the bear, but they have a head start. Freeze water around them. Eothas with chill fog. Temperature plummets as the water hardens around your adversaries, locking them in place. It's a real nasty thing to do to somebody who's about to drown. You achieve the rope first. You can barely make out the other rope through the swirling column. The first of the quiet 5 is almost halfway up the other rope. Slicking the other rope with magic. Eothas smirks as the magic coats the rope. The other contenders slide down, ending up in a pile at the arena's flooded floor. Climb the rope. As you ascend, your muscles straining against the oar's pull, you hear shouts and splashing below you. The flooded arena splashes and churns around the band of the bear, and their animals rear up as an incredibly huge grub rises from the water to face them. You refocus on climbing. It takes minutes of hard effort, but you pull yourself up the rope to the platform above. It's surprisingly stable, and the audience's applause overcomes the roar of the spinning water. Sweating profusely, Eothas gasps for breath. He was injured. Okay, you're just fatigued. Suck it up, you'll be fine. Quiet 5 pull themselves onto the raised floor and rise to meet you. Oh, I was hoping you all, like, drowned or something down there. Drat.
What he hiding, eh?
Yeah, this is all very chaotic. I like it. Okay, I've got a cipher, 3 ciphers, and a couple of people here. Go for it. Liquid. How do you feel about cutting up some ciphers? Okay, Eothas. Now, use an orb. Sodi, do what you're doing. Okay, now, Symbol of Eothas right in the middle of all that, since there's so many things all packed together. Konstanten. Since there's so many guys here, we're gonna do the weapons. Right there. Okay, liquid. Do what you're doing. Gonna save missile salvo for now. Save that for now. I hate trying to aim this thing. Okay, drop a cleansing flame in the middle of all that. Konstanten, did you do what I wanted you to do? I don't think you did. Are you still doing it? There you go.
Come now, step into the light.
Konstanten, you're failing miserably at this. I don't think it matters. Looks like everybody's dying fairly quickly. Because Liquid is feeling it. Jesus. But I was so deep to kill him. My bad. I was giving credit to Liquid for that. You catch your breath, turning from the fallen bodies of your foes and into the audience's roar. Faces of the hunt's voice joins them, rolling across the arena like thunder. A drake swoops down over the arena, adding his own howling challenge to the cacophonious, I've never heard that word, cacophonous din. With powerful strokes of its wings, it rises higher before turning directly towards you. It descends, claws ready, fanged maw gaping. Attempt to snare the drake with a grappling hook. You're gonna miss this. You're gonna miss that at 11, I bet. Dexterity. Conjure a magical thing as a decoy. Conjure another dragon. A second drake answers the beckoning call, manifesting whole cloth from the abundant ambient essence of the arena. It sweeps over you, rising to slam into the descending drake, and the pair spiral down, locked in clawing, biting combat towards the blood-red sea. The crowd cheers. You shimmy down the rope and alight in the foot of the water left on the arena floor. The corpse of the colossal grub lies curled in the water, its thick carapace rent and bloody, mauled by bears and gnawed at by smaller grubbings. Band of the Bears Druids chants... Well, I can't read today. Band of the Bears Druids chant, holding the small beasts under their sway. As your adversaries for this final round, looking rather battered and bruised, turn towards you, the faces of the hunt's voice echoes through the arena, silencing the crowd. A pity booms the slaying face, only two remain. Only one can persist. The surviving face notes the other must fall. The question that remains is which. The seeking face observes, her voice little more than a whisper on the edge of hearing. Let the greatest prevail, the slaying face roars. You think these guys would be cut up a little bit, considering they just apparently had a fight with a giant grub. Which, I fought one of those before, I believe, and it wasn't an easy fight. Plus, you would think, some of this stuff, the grubs are like practically drowning in the water as we speak. Bears don't seem to give a crap. Great Brother Oscar, a ranger. Okay. It's actually neat. I like how there's actually a grub there. Alright.
Something I can
Yep, you're gonna run up and do your thing. Oh, we're sloshing through water. Liquid, immobilized. Okay, hold up, don't go past the deer. Eothas, now would be a really good time if you can get it off quick enough. Right there to launch a salvo. Quickly, 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 quickly.
I cannot whack him any harder.
That didn't work the way I wanted it to. Alright, deer, do your thing. Liquid. Run up and... you know what now?
That dog will...
Abilities disabled. What's wrong with you? You're frightened. Okay, fight them. Sodi. Symbol of Eothas right there. Konstanten. Summon a dragon right there, if possible. Liquid, you're gonna pry out the second land here. Ooh, Eothas, 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 you're getting nailed here. You're also frightened. Shoot. Oh boy. Okay, this is turning kind of shitty. Eothas, can you pop a potion for me, maybe? No, not. What are you doing? Okay, you're popping a potion. And you're subsequently hit. Grubs are after you. Liquid, you'll never get down there in time. Really wish you could get your abilities back here. Konstanten, you gonna summon that dragon sometime tonight, or what are you doing? Alright, go out to the bear. Eothas. Can't really do anything other than sit there at the moment. Could pop another potion, I guess. Konstanten, where's my dragon? Abandoned casting. Eothas, can you do anything yet? Because so far everybody's let me down here. Alright, one more hit, you're gonna get that bear. This is turning to shit real quick. Try to heal again. Oh yeah, this is bad. Okay, Bear's dead, get down here. Still can't use any abilities. What the hell? Is this Venom Bloom? Is there a Venom Bloom under me that I can't see? That must be what's going on. Get down there.
Let's go.
Okay, you're not frightened anymore. That's great, except you're about to die. Try to get a death ring off, maybe. Okay, stop everything. Drink a potion. Konstanten. Drink a potion. Liquid. I need to get you out of wherever the hell you're at here. Something's... there you go. Panther Leap. Right here. There we go. Heart of Fury. Okay. We're saving this a little bit. Tain's Orb. Konstantin, you have a long way to go here. Zodi. Let's offer up some protections. You. Life through death. Oh, Eothas just bought the farm. The him heal. The her heal, rather. Liquid. Ooh, you're not doing too hot yourself. Bleeding. Okay, crush. Yeah, go ahead and heal Eothas. I need his magic right now. Okay, Eothas. Get up. Move over here. Throw out a paralyze right there. A deer, go tie up these people, because Konstantin's not going to be able to do it by himself. Konstantin, I need help. Can you actually do this time? Zodi. No. Okay, do what you're doing. Liquid. Use mercy for loss as she heal you a little bit. Do it quick. Alright, ogres. You go after that druid. Shit. Okay, liquid, stop everything. Drink another potion. Drink a big one. These druids are messing me up. You keep trying to heal. Don't entry guard yet. Okay, liquid, I think you just took out a druid. Yeah, you took out a ranger, same thing. Close enough. Pop a potion. Okay, liquid, get down here, get that druid. Flame blight. Screw that. Disable it. Dismiss it, same thing. Eothas, you're doing a little bit better. Let's get this ranger. Alright, blight's gone. Konstantin, sure, go after that druid. Necrotic Lance. Throw everything we got to get rid of this guy. Let's try that out. I've never used that before. Perfect. Alright. Let's put to sleep what's left, maybe. Liquid, don't die. Konstantin, you able to summon me something else? Get some more ogres. cloth. What else we got left here? Ah, screw that. Nope. Damn it, not that. Everything's in the way of a freezing rake. Move up. Haven't done Ghost Blaze in a long time, it's a little favorite. Zodi, put your dagger on. Minor Avatar, disguise. Hard takedown. Alright, Druid's finally dead. Phew, finally. Soul energy swirls around. Okay, Crucible.
The hunt concludes. Raise your voices in glory to these, the champions of the hunt.
That was a chaotic mess. I liked it. Liquid, liquid, liquid. It's a fun word to chant. In tones excited, surprise, and all things in the middle, your name roars from the crowd, echoing from every direction. Vendors are confused, trying to bring drinks to everybody, thinking that's what they mean.
When you tire of the adulation, return to the pool of memories. Whehami will see to your coronation.
Congratulations, Watcher. May you defend the title for as long as your strength deserves it.
Attend the coronation in the hall memories.
Right.
Caretaker stands before the swirling pool as the waters bubble and shimmer with soul essence. By her side waits Engari, shuffling with frenetic anticipation.
Approach, honored champion.
With solemn silence, Whehami lifts a helmet styled with spider legs, boar tusks, and Stelgar features. That sounds like an awfully busy helmet. Lips parted in a shark-tooth smile, she crowns her head with the helm.
By the authority of Toamowhai and the souls of Kazuwari, you are declared the champion of the hunt. From this day forth, you are the envy and the ambition of every contender to come. You are hunter, but also hunted. Yours is the burden and the joy of defending this proud title.
What, I'm a target now?
If you choose to abandon this glory to the next who challenges you for it, that is your decision.
Never thought I'd hear those words.
Konstantin stands a bit taller, shoulders straight.
Now, to anoint you in the pool of memories, that the souls of this place may share in your triumph, clear your mind. Lower your head into the waters and open your eyes to that which the faces choose to show you.
Anoint yourself in the waters. You kneel before the ancient stone font, a feeling like static electricity tickles your face. You take a breath and submerge your face into the pool. The surface of the water gives way only reluctantly, the energy playing across it tickling your senses. Tendrils of soul energy before you lick your features, probing your nostrils, ears, eyes, and lips for any point of ingress. They wrap around your head in soft caress initially, but soon tensing, rigidly grasping and pulling you under, too deep. Interpret the sensation. You're not going to be able to do this, Liquid. But we'll try it anyway. Despite your focus on the energies of the pool, you glean nothing from it save the sensation of being dragged inexorably under. Surrender to the pool. Your chest tightens and your blood runs cold, rushing through your ears, or perhaps it's the flow of the water past you that you hear, or perhaps you fall ever deeper into the ancient pool. The current's calm. You feel the cold wet against your face and within your ears. Your hands grip rough stone. Your feet rest on solid ground. Warm air stirs the hairs on the back of your neck. You straighten and withdraw your head from the pool.
Hey, you worst captain.
Ooh, look at all this stuff floating in here.
Nope, this isn't right.
It seems we've all been mocked champions of the hunt.
Also seems I need to rest. And I can't. I can only wait. Wonder if it's gonna lead to a fight.
Enough of that now. It's time. The axe is sharp. She won't feel a thing.
No, please. This one is my friend. There are other sows. Why not slaughter them?
The other sows will be eaten too. If we are to survive the winter, there must be a fat larder and few mouths. Come, enough of this childishness.
Each tusk feels as smooth as driftwood. The blood is still wet.
I've got it.
Crowned in a stylized boar helm, a starved and sinewy Toamowhai kneels in quiet contemplation. All manner of scars and burns festoon their arms, and stringy, unkempt hair dribbles from the collar of their helmet.
You fight with the fury of Toamowhai in all his forms.
Yeah, we're real impressive. So who in Malcolm's name are you?
I am Uruke, the surviving face. I wish that I could welcome you under better circumstances.
Well, why can't you?
I wish to see you return to your proper place. But the other faces conspire against us.
Who are you exactly?
I came to this island when I was very young. It was a time of chaos and suffering throughout the Deadfire. I endured the remainder of my life in this inhospitable place. A very long life. All of it spent as nature would will it. Now I am as you see me, the most enduring of the faces of the hunt.
Sorry about your pig. Was that the little girl? What are the faces of the hunt?
We are talons shared upon one clawed hand. Though possessed of our own names, our own eyes and minds, we have united in purpose.
That don't exactly explain things.
No, it doesn't.
We serve Toamowhai and care for his crucible.
Where am I?
This is Toamowhai's domain. One of the great hunter's many dens in the beyond. Here, the souls of those who fought and died in his honor may rest until the time of need, when Toamowhai will absorb their cunning and feast on their might. Though you could not walk there from here, you are, in a fashion, still on Kazuwari. This place exists within and beneath its great statue. From here, we oversee the Crucible Games.
How would I return to the here?
Whehami, the slaying face, has destroyed the flow of souls. To leave this place, you must subdue him. His desecration must be undone.
Sorry about your pig.
My pig? Ah. Watchers all see the past and present of souls muddled as one. I appreciate the condolence.
Hey, anytime. I've never had a pig, but watching one be slaughtered is probably a pretty sad thing.
She was a good friend, but only the first of many I outlived.
Why have you brought me here?
It was not me who lured you here.
They raise a single bony finger in correction.
The others would use you to escape this place. They mistake it for a prison. I would prefer that be prevented.
If the faces got free of their statue, we'd be unleashing a three-headed monster on the Deadfire. But that might bring the bloodshed in the Crucible to an end, too.
He chews on a thick knuckle, looking away. What am I wearing on my character's head? I'll have to check, because I honestly don't remember what he's got on right now. How did the slaying face destroy the flow of souls? Rookie points to what at first appeared to be a stalactite and a stalagmite of Adra nearly touching. Chunks of essence-rich stone floating around it leave little doubt this was once a singular pillar.
Whehami shattered the spine of souls. Now, those who perish in the Crucible do not move on to meet the wheel.
Oh, so that's why I couldn't send him to a wheel.
They clog this place, or they linger above. Regardless, they wail and rage. It seems utter madness to violate this place. But now I know he longs to escape, or perhaps only to avenge himself on Toamowhai. Perhaps your arrival is the Hunter God's reply.
Whehami seeks to escape, but you do not. Why?
Leave this place? How then would I serve Toamowhai? He chose me to embody his will to survive. And it is a role I shall proudly enact for all eternity.
Gallowayne actually warned me away. He sent you a giant lizard instead.
Then he has decided to punish us all. Strange to have so little time after having had so much. Whehami's grip on the flow of souls must be loosened. After that, well, you are a watcher. I hope that you know more of these things than I do, and can repair the damage the slaying face has wrought. Axika, the seeking face, also resides in this place. She may know how best to handle Whehami. If not, then the slaying face will certainly understand violence. Indeed, I'm sure he'd prefer it.
Answer some questions for me. I'm still trying to make sense of this.
It would be stranger if all of this seemed normal to you.
I want to know more of this place, so...
I enlighten. Toamowhai's realm is not easily understood. Ask, and I will attempt to explain.
You talk very, very slowly. If this is Toamowhai's realm, where is Toamowhai?
Do you not see his ribs? His eyes? His blood? This place is Toamowhai.
Ricky spreads out their arms, her head tilted back.
I wonder if this is what those souls all reaped up by gone feel like.
His presence surrounds us. Listen, and you will hear his roars and purrs.
Creepy.
But since the shattering of the spine of souls, he has grown quieter.
Are we inside the pool of memories?
We are within the heart of the Crucible. The pool of memories was simply the entry. If you are trying to figure out where you are, the closest answer is that your soul resides within the statue of the faces of the hunt.
I think that means we can summon up a fight? Wait, we ain't a talking statue too now, are we?
What exactly do you do here to serve your god?
Our task is to sing the Crucible into action, providing the means for a true contest of skill.
Pretty sure this one's not telling you the whole truth, Watcher.
Konstantin narrows his eyes, scrutinizing Ruki.
Though we conjure opponents for the contest, we do not control them, nor interfere in battle. To meddle would defeat this place's purpose. How can we say the best hunter is the best if the hunt is staged?
I need to know more about you and the others who dwell in this place.
Then ask, and perhaps I can lead you to clarity.
So when Whehami spoke of the souls being out of harmony, she was sensing the three of you squabbling.
I suspect she sensed the disruption in the flow of souls after Whehami made his mark.
Ruki points to the fractured altar pillar.
I fear the slow death of this place, or the wrathful return of Toamowhai, should the spine remain broken.
Exactly how many of you are in here?
All who die in the Crucible pass through this place. But only the three of us, Whehami, Axika, and I, remain to honor the Hunter God. Since Whehami damaged the pillar, I have spotted momentary glimpses of other souls. Lost, wayward, and transient. I imagine this will continue until the souls can properly return to the wheel.
Were there other faces before you arrived?
No. Always the three of us. I can't recall a time without the others. Perhaps Whehami believes he can burden you with his role as the slaying face and escape this place. I assumed such a thing impossible, but he's determined to try.
I've heard enough.
Toamowhai guide your hunt.
Ruki's form blurs into soft light and departs towards the southwest. Liquid's currently using the champion's helm. Wait. Oh, they automatically put that helmet on him. The heck did you have before? Helm of the Falcon. Incoming melee attacks that target deflection and miss have a 10% chance of allowing an instant primary attack riposte. Plus 3 action speed and weapon damage for each enemy engaging the wearer. That actually sounds really nice. What was this again? 15% of incoming hits converted to grazes from ranged weapons, and minus 10 recovery time with two-handed melee weapons. Very island barbarian. Man, remember how he looked at the beginning of the game all clean shaven and like a young, naive barbarian? Now he looks like a straight up badass. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you with that. It's got action speed increases on it if you're engaged with stuff, so it's not gonna hurt you too much compared to what you had going on with the other helmet. Let's save it.
Island belongs to my empire. All will be built according to my command.
Worry not, Your Majesty. Our nation has supplied Kazuwari with the best architects to have ever graced Deora. The site will be a marvel for the ages.
There will be no debate. This place will be built by Whehami hands and minds, or not at all. I will hear no more of it.
I am certain a compromise can be found. If I might be dismissed, I will notify my superiors at once.
That's not the guy who was in charge of Ukaizo, was it? It was.
Will do.
Numerous spider eyes glisten with moisture as they observe you. Ah, that's creepy. Get off those.
And here. Make certain you lay them deep. The floor will inevitably sustain damage, and we can't have someone seeing the conduits.
I can build it however you want, but if they find out, they'll never trust us again. Our work at Ukaizo would be doomed. What if one of workers visit the site when we're laying the stone? What if someone...
Ukaizo will mean nothing if we cannot prove out our theories here and now. You worry about the masonry. I'll worry about the Whehami.
The soul stands before you, pulsing with essence. Flowing robes sheath her form, and long black hair crowns her head.
Hello, Watcher. Thank you for accepting our invitation. You stand within the Crucible's heart. As one of the stewards of this place, it pains me to admit that you've caught us in a state of floundering weakness.
She points to a massive pillar that runs through the seemingly infinite landscape. Who are you exactly?
Besides the seeking face, you mean?
Yeah, like who are you as a person?
I am Axica. I designed the Crucible. I am responsible for it.
Ah, the soul of an ancient animancer. Fantastic.
He crosses his arms. I take it the broken pillar is to blame for the unquiet souls whom Ari mentioned.
In his desperate flailing to escape, Whehami smashed the pillar. Now the flow of souls through this place is choked, and the Crucible doomed. But now you're here, and I imagine the gods follow on your heels.
Well, the actual Galawain is on his way here with a very big lizard.
That is not ideal.
Very big lizards often aren't ideal. She runs a hand through the ghostly translucence of her hair, a look of visible concern even on her wispy face.
By severing the Crucible's connection to the rest of the Beyond, Whehami has limited Galawain's influence on Kazuwari. I can only imagine that he has sent an agent to reclaim it by force. His beast will drench Kazuwari in blood. But first, he will destroy this statue and all within it, the two of us included.
Arms crossed, Axia taps her foot with frustration.
Another reason, Watcher, why you must stop Whehami.
The Soul Collection, is this somehow to blame for the island's oversized wildlife?
That this place also serves as an island of bounty proved an unintended but desirable outcome. You may have noticed that Kazuwari is overrun with beasts of unusual size. Animals touched by Galawain.
Once or twice.
Such creatures were not of this island prior to the Crucible's construction. You could say it was made in your image, in a manner of speaking.
You use the name Galawain when others here use Toamowhai. Why?
Toamowhai was a mythic figure among the ancient Whehami, a great three-headed monster, the greatest of all predators. We featured it prominently in our designs here on Kazuwari, in part to appease their overbearing king. Over time, Galawain bent the figure to his purposes. He may have stolen its identity, but in doing so, he granted it a kind of godhood.
Why didn't you want the Whehami knowing your true plans for this place?
What do you mean?
Before you appeared, I saw a glimpse of your past. You spoke to a king as well as your assistant.
Ah, yes. I should remember I am speaking to a watcher.
I see everything. Everything.
When we conceived of the Crucible, we were on the cusp of several major breakthroughs in our study of the soul and the beyond. The Whehami, however, did not share our interests. As a result, much of this place was constructed in secret, away from their attention. That the Crucible's true nature remains hidden to this day, I take a measure of pride in it.
The lie that keeps on killing. What an achievement.
How long ago was this all built? What sort of inspiration did watchers like me provide?
A watcher can seek souls in the in-between, but more curiously, those souls can see them back.
Ah, punk unicorn.
The mechanism within the Crucible attempts to replicate that signaling property, only without a mortal body that is susceptible to death or disease.
Or punk zebra, my bad.
Every hunter chases Galawain in their own way. Mine was to have Galawain come to me.
So this place is one giant trap for the souls of those who lose at combat.
Do I hear an accusation in your words?
Say nothing.
To a hunter, or a god of hunting, the term trap is no pejorative. But yes, we designed the Crucible to capture the essence of those who met defeat here, and some of the power of the victorious.
It feeds off the living too?
It does not allow those energies gathered or expelled by the contenders to go to waste. Within the Crucible, today's hunters may learn, firsthand and without coddling, the lessons that slew hunters of the past.
You need a punk giraffe to go with it. So this place is one giant trap for the souls of those who lose at combat.
Do I hear an accusation in your words?
Yes, now you do.
To a hunter, or a god of hunting, the term trap is no pejorative.
Like, you should just have like a menagerie of emotes. Like, you can have a punk hippopotamus, you can have a punk giraffe, you can have a punk bear. Possibilities are endless.
But yes, we designed the Crucible to capture the essence of those who met defeat here, and some of the power of the victorious.
And it would be unique as hell. Nobody else would have anything like that.
It feeds off the living too?
It does not allow those energies gathered or expelled by the contenders to go to waste. Within the Crucible, today's hunters may learn, firsthand and without coddling, the lessons that slew hunters of the past.
Let's discuss something else. Have others left their posting here? Is Whehami's attempt the first?
No. We were the first set to this task.
A slight frown mars her spiritual features.
Always us three. I cannot imagine it any other way. It may not even be possible to leave, but Whehami will try.
Full-bodied tat. Man, that'd be expensive as hell, wouldn't it? I've always wanted a tattoo, but I never got around to getting one. 2 years before you get 40, I can imagine. I am a Slayer champion, he will listen to me.
I fear that your patron has moved beyond reason. But if anyone can command his respect, it is his chosen. Know that he lives up to his role as the slaying face. Be on your guard, Watcher. And good luck.
Well, bye. Yeah, I always wanted something basic. I always wanted to get like a freaking skull or something on my arm. My ex-brother-in-law had a really cool skull with a cowboy hat tattoo. I think that's what influenced me. I have to fight you, don't I? Oh no, you're Whehami. Yeah, you did that. You broke that. Slaying faces form coalesces around his crackling smile. Though the spear's features lack the fine details of a living visage, his razor-sharp teeth appear bright, opaque, and far more solid than anything else in this realm.
A champion of the hunt. You make me proud. Prove me right!
Full body tats reaching at $12,500. Well, at least you got a deal, because damn, that's expensive. He claps his hands together in a single sharp crack.
And now you will set me free.
Hold on. What?
The Lord of the Hunt has the greatest of honors for you. Immortality!
Who the hell wants that?
Your strength and fury will live forever. You will speak for Toamowhai. You will become as a god.
I'm flattered, but I must decline.
What? But it is the will of Toamowhai. The greatest honor any hunter can ever hope to earn.
Yeah, that's still a ton.
You have earned this prize. You have earned eternal life. Take it.
But it's like they say, best thing comes to those who wait. Best things that you can get are worth saving up for. If you want to escape, why'd you break the pillar?
I needed the souls of the vanquished to fill this place, to gorge on them and ready myself for the trials to come. But most importantly, I knew the broken pillar would bring you, a lure that would attract only a watcher. You will fix the river of souls.
Whehami points toward the broken altar pillar.
And we gaze into each other as only watchers can, until I wear your living hide and you walk the heavens.
It makes me miss having a job, though. Back when I worked, $12,500 wouldn't have been a big deal. Is there anything you could do on the side, maybe?
When I walk in your body, I will adapt, will be free, will hunt Eora once more!
Is that even possible? Seems a bit early in y'all's courtship for that.
Do work on the side.
You really ought to keep those kinds of thoughts to yourself, friend.
Ain't nobody ever taught you how to ask politely?
I have a lot of questions.
Yes, yes. Would expect as such. I bash better than I talk. But I will try to answer clearly. So, what is it?
The Amawa rolls his shoulders, waiting. As I approached, I saw a memory. Was it an image of your death?
Which one?
Soulful as his arms as he spits the words.
I have seen much. Maybe too much. Am watcher to others, but am also watcher to self. I can see many of my deaths from before Whehami was Whehami.
Eothas frowns. He opens his mouth as if to speak, but he says nothing. So you're awakened to your past lives. When did that first happen?
When I was more boy than man, would dream of past lives and past deaths.
All of them at the Crucible or on Kazawari?
Of course! Greatest slayer must be born among greatest hunting trails.
Konstanten flicks his eyes between you and Whehami, seeming to almost vibrate with nervous energy. Something about this doesn't sit right with him. You only make about 4,000 a year from work. Yeah, doing that kind of doing like side work can be rough when you're trying to save a lot of money. I've had a lot of my life where I was pretty much just doing stuff like that and wasn't making very much from it, believe me. You should make peace with this role you've rightfully earned.
Make peace?
He shakes his head in large, arcing motions.
Toamowhai teaches all to struggle for better. I will not be denied the thrill of the living chase any longer.
Not allowed to earn more on your pension. That sucks. I actually think somebody I used to work with when I did retail had something like that going on. Like They had something going on where they couldn't make over a certain amount of money. I remember thinking that sucked. It could be nice to not have, like, a limit. Enough questions, we have a matter to settle.
Yes, yes. And Watcher has come to an answer?
One of us has to relent, and it's not going to be me.
So we must settle this with strength. Toamowhai would have it no other way.
His spiritual muscles bulge with puissance.
Hang on now. Should probably find out what's going on here before we start throwing our weight around.
I was actually going to throw you at him. I need to contemplate some things for making my decision.
What is there to consider? Perhaps you need a moment to grieve? That is understandable. Return when you're done crying and ready to accept fate.
I'm guessing you guys are just here to talk to again and say the same thing. Thought maybe Konstantin had something to say. It's completely unreasonable.
You return. What would you have of me?
If I qualify for a disability pension, I should be able to earn as much money as I possibly can on top. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, she told me that back then, and all I could think was... like, what kind of system puts a limit on what you can do with your life? It's just, it's so stupid. He thinks he can leave the beyond in my body.
It is a surprisingly interesting idea. Especially given that you are a watcher.
Yeah, so many things in the world suck. It's just people putting stupid rules on people. Is escape even possible?
Theoretically, though I highly doubt it. Whehami will not listen to my words, however. I suspect he will only respect force.
Not through me, then through what?
Ultimately, it's less a matter of how he leaves than what he leaves behind. Nature abhors a vacuum. Any attempt to leave one here will tear Whehami apart. If he is to escape, he must leave something in his place. Something of significant spiritual puissance.
And of course, the whole thing ties into, like, in the States with freaking medical insurance, too. Like, I have cheapo insurance right now because I don't make a ton off what I do, but I also kind of purposely limit what I make a little bit because I know once I start making more, I'm trying to get to a point where I can comfortably make more and be able to afford the ridiculous insurance rates I'll probably have to pay for being self-employed down the road. It's such a pain in the ass.
Whatever suffered such a fate, however, would become enslaved by Gallowayne's will.
Can't say I like the sound of that.
They would lose themselves, subsumed into the role of the faces of the hunt. Whehami will not listen to my words, however. I suspect he will only respect force.
Why should me being a watcher matter?
Theoretically speaking, you bridge the gap between the physical world, the here, and the metaphysical world. Whehami was a watcher in life. He may know something I do not.
Back to my other questions.
What would you have of me?
Excuse me for a moment.
Patience is one of our few luxuries. I will be here when you are ready.
Get used to earn about 80,000. There's no way in hell I can make that again given my situation. Yeah, it's BS. Alright, dude, I'm gonna kill you.
The Watcher returns. Is he ready to accept his fate?
One of us has to relent, and it's not going to be me.
So we must settle this with strength.
Hang on now. Should probably find out what's going on here before we start throwing our weight around.
Attack, defend yourself. Let's end this properly.
A test of might is what Toamowhai would want.
With a rumbling laugh, the Toamowhai cranes his neck as if to ease in the fighting stance. With a tilt of his head and a flex of his wingspan, Whehami's soul readies for action. That's cute. You brought a nice little lion with you. Ain't gonna make a difference. Liquid. Do your thing. Konstanten. Actually, you know what? Yeah, get some shots off there. Okay. Liquid, I want you to Panther Leap right here. Sodi. Buff up a bit. Eothas back up. I think these looks like they're just going to be doing melee here, so I shouldn't have to worry too much. Is there a place I can fit an attack in here without hitting everybody? Right there. Don't move anybody. Well, except you, Liquid, but you're alright. Actually, kind of wish I hadn't had you jump now. Yeah, just go ahead and attack. Attack the lion. Sodi. Chill out for a minute. Don't run into the middle of that. Symbol of Eothas. Wow. You should have brought a better animal along with you there, bud. I recommend a rhinoceros. Let's go with a orb. Just keep you on your toes here a bit. Sodi. Shiny beacon. Konstanten, the heck? Why are you coming at me? Is that supposed to happen? Oh crap. Konstanten, shoot. Give me a dragon stat. Eothas, watch your ass move. Sodi. Give me a help down there. Paralyze. Okay, you go up here. Alright, you two. Mr. Spiritual Ally, I want you to come over here. Block her. Let's get Whehami, I keep wanting to call him Whehami, dead. Oh, really? It's supposed to be a giant wolf, you look like a giant rat. You're also about to die, so I'm not too worried about you. This makes me think your other friend up there is going to be coming down. Possibly. Sustains orb her. I love that spell. Alright, everybody surround and don't block the dragon. Oh, Sodi, you're using your dagger. I don't want you to do that. Switch to your bow. And naturally, you're being targeted, so you don't really have a choice. Use Minor Intercession. Can I put her to sleep? Okay, now get out of there while she's distracted. Arrow her to death. Oh, I switched her weapon, damn it. Get back here. Arrow. And let's just start hurting her. Konstanten.
next one.
She's laying down. Hurry up. She should be like an easy kill at this point. She's healing. Ancient memory. I gotta wait for this to run out. Is she gonna keep doing that? Yeah, you are. What the heck am I supposed to do about that? Have anything to decrease armor here? Pierce damage. Those are 2 points every tick.
Let's go.
Everybody back off for a minute. Like, are you planning on getting back up? Oh, now you're dying again. Okay, kill her. This is a very weird fight. Here, drop a training wall on top of her. Okay, what? Attack. There we go. Actually, you know what? Wait, let's drop, Noxious Burst right there. Sodi, drop a... Wicked Briars right there.
Take him down.
Like, is she bugged or something? This is a very weird fight. Like, she just laid down the whole time. I didn't do anything to her.
We have become fractured, turned upon ourselves.
Their head hangs. They lift a metallic shard from the dissipating corpus of Whehami and press it into your hands. You've gained an item, Tooth of Toamowhai. Grants frightful vengeance. Increases might resolve by 1 until the end of combat each time a party's knocked out. Okay.
Still, I am thankful for your intervention, albeit deeply ashamed of our conflict.
Broke her body and her spirit. Exica attacked me.
Strange. I wonder why. Perhaps there was more to it than we knew. All that remains is for the flow of souls to be restored with the Tooth of Toamowhai. With that done, you should be able to leave this place. Live well, champion of the hunt.
That was easy enough. So is that it for the main deal with the DLC? The completed circuit thrums with the flow of souls. You sense strong feelings of joy, despair, and everything in between resonating from the Audra as the essence streams through it. As you enter the flow, the sensations become almost auditory. Cries of relief, tears of happiness, screams of agony, all echo at the edges of your senses. They melt together into an incoherent chaos that rushes past your ears as you're swept against the current by the gravity of your physical form. You feel your body nearing. Use the tooth of Toamowhai to again cut the crucible off from the beyond. Spirit turns the power of the tooth of Toamowhai back on the path you just come from and choke it closed, once again closing the way from the here to the beyond. Kazuari will again be as you found it. Did Langratham room again? Yeah. This is the last DLC I had to do. You slam it to your body as if falling from a great height. You wake with an involuntary gasp, find Engari looking down at you. You chose that? Was that the wrong thing to choose? Engari helps you to your feet. Toamowhai's large palms are surprisingly rough and dry. He pulls back, looking at your hands in blank surprise.
Where did that come from?
I broke everything again and she left. That sounds like something I would do. Ah, well. It's all good. I can do it again, sometime, somehow. You hold the tooth of Toamowhai in your grasp. Somehow you return from beyond with a physical object. You become gradually aware of shouted orders and panic screams in the distance.
You wouldn't believe us if we told you.
A question for later. What matters is that you're back, and just in time.
Watu, you still here?
Still here and happy to see you.
Sounds like I might have missed something.
A huge reptile erupted from the inland sea. It attacks the crucible. Whehami fights it, but without your aid, I fear she'll feed it instead.
You entered, repaired, and wrecked it. She left. Yeah, that totally does sound like something I would do. Oh well. He pushes you towards the door.
Kazuari needs you, champion. Go. Save her.
It's like I said, I'm actually okay with not doing everything perfect all the time, just to see what happens. As long as I still get the final fight.
Shouldn't be like this. Something's wrong.
Hey, looks like the here missed us.
I'm curious, so wait a minute. It auto-saved when I went back. I want to see if I can leave again without doing that fight again. You know me. You've seen me save Scum. Oh, I'm not going to save Scum because I'm not fighting that fight again. If I gotta fight that fight again, forget it. I'll just run with what happens.
Where did that?
Still here and happy to see you.
A huge reptile erupted from the inland sea. It attacks the crucible. Whehami fight Kazuari.
Alright. We're gonna go rest first. Hopefully we can sleep.
It's like the islands got up and started walking.
Can I take an 8-hour nap before I do anything about that, or? I can. I hope.
Any friend of the faces is a friend of mine. Of course.
Yeah, this seems like a great time to take a nap, please. Thank you.
You captain? Nem not better captain.
Enter the arena through the door into corridors. Alright, let's send this. So this is it for this, and then all I have is the end game, right? So that means Monday we might finally be able to put the long journey through Pillars 1 and 2 to an end. Seems weird to say that, it's been so long. 2 things you suggest I do, but they'll take very little time to do that. Back beast. Well, you got like alligator looking things. You don't even have wings. I've killed dragons before.
Rolls over you in a
fetid wave, the stench of rotting fish nearly overpowering. A light sparks in its beady eyes, and the shouting from the stands fades away to nothing, replaced by the guttural rumble of Galawain's displeasure.
What's next on the docket? I'm not sure, because originally I was gonna do like a retro horror month, and it's now October 16th, so I'm already like halfway through this month, and I'm gonna miss some days next week towards the end of the week. So I'm thinking I'm gonna keep the retro horror stuff to YouTube and just work on it. And yeah, I'm thinking Darkest Dungeon, but there's going to be a sale for Steam, a Halloween sale coming up, and I'm willing to bet Darkest Dungeon is probably going to be on sale. It's like 2 weeks from now, and I might grab some other stuff while that's going on. So I may wait like 2 weeks for Darkest Dungeon, and if that's the case, I need to think of something to do for like 2 weeks that I can kind of just kill time with. I should play Warcraft or something where you can play orcs. Baldur's Gate Early Access. I could do Baldur's Gate Early Access. It's really buggy. Yeah, but if you buy it Early Access, you have the full game anyway, right? Because I'm gonna get it eventually. So like when it's actually like out of Early Access, I'll still have the game. Only neutral and evil NPCs are in it. It would give me an excuse to play an evil person. I almost never play evil people. That'd be different. I'll think about it. I may end up doing that, because I know I'm going to get that game anyway eventually. That'll be my first foray into that engine too, because I never played Original Sin. Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll have a couple days in here to mess around with, but whatever I do, I'll have it ready, and then we'll do something. Chapter 1 is 30 hours. Does it seem like it's going to be decent? Anybody that's watched it? I haven't seen anything like gameplay of it other than that very first deal where one of the developers was messing around with it first time. Like anybody saw any gameplay of it? Looks decent. Seems like it's going to be fucking brilliant. That's good. Looks like it's gonna be fucking brilliant. That's very, very good. Yeah, I may end up doing that.
This is my temple, my island, my security against Eothas' madness!
Beasttail whips and snaps across the arena's fighting floor. It is restless, hungry for a fight. Yeah, the retro horror thing I mentioned like 2 years ago when I first started streaming. It was a thing I did. I had like no followers at that point. But I think it's because way back when I used to watch Dan's Gaming on Justin TV, he used to do Horror Month. And when I told myself if I ever stream, I'm going to do something like that one day, it's always something I wanted to do. I did it 2 years ago. It was pretty fun. But I think this year, yeah, I'm just going to keep it to YouTube. Be like exclusive stuff. My problem is I haven't even really done anything for YouTube lately because I've been so busy. I've actually been picking away at Castlevania games without doing any recording of anything. Most of the critiques I have seen don't understand the concept and only the neutral evil stuff is implemented yet. Yeah, that happens all the time. Whenever stuff's early access or something's not done, everybody starts critiquing the current product as though it's the finished thing. People don't think sometimes.
The faces will not rob me of that, not after I have gifted them a reprieve from the hunt, from the vicious dance of predator and prey. What happened in the beyond? What did you do?
I fixed something and broke it on the way out. You still have to pay me.
Weave your tale now, while you have a tongue still to tell it.
The only thing to critique is that it's early access but still costs full price. Yeah, I actually, last early access game I got was Fire Pro Wrestling, and I think I got it like super cheap when it came out because it was early access. Had it like, I don't know, for some reason I want to say $15, but that sounds too low. I don't know, I thought I read it was $60, but I was just glancing at things on Twitter, so I could be wrong. The faces were embroiled in a power struggle. I dealt with it, and now they will remain within the statue forever your prisoners.
I must admit, I'm surprised. You are known among the gods as a willful and contrary creature. I only regret that a scavenger like you stole my kills before I had the chance to crush them in my own claws. By your actions, the Crucible's trial will persevere through many seasons to come.
Do you know how big it was? Like installing it, the early access?
Those who fail their trials and give their lives to the arena will remain a part of it, as it should be.
What are you going to do about Eothas?
Nothing. He has his hunt, and I have mine. His constant, pointless adventures in the mortal world are none of my concern.
When I spoke to the gods after I relit the Adra at Hasongo, you said you admired him. What changed?
I said I admired his nerve. We believed he intended to rejoin the Pantheon, not tear it to pieces.
Early access is 80 gigs. Full release right now is estimated at 120. Okay. I try to pay a little bit of attention to that stuff because I have, of course, a freaking download limit, but it's very, very high, so it's usually not a big deal.
I will hibernate and let the other gods squabble in my absence.
Or you could do something useful like help.
Whom would I help, Watcher? The kith, grown soft and forgetful of struggle? Or the gods, for whom struggle is meaningless, and tedious argument second nature? None of them deserve my aid.
Okay, I won't show them the tooth. What's so important about this island?
You stand before me now. Me, Gallowayne, a god. And this is what you ask?
I'd ask why you smell like Axe body spray, but I don't want to be too much of an asshole.
The Crucible is a hoard of essence for me to draw from. A safeguard against the rash and foolish decisions of the other gods. It's mine.
Whehami said he'd been incarnated here many, many times. You're not just hoarding souls here, you're recycling them.
Yes. I lure appropriate souls, souls bound for me, to this place.
Get to pay $10 more because of where we live, which is crap, I think.
I keep them, protect them, nurture them. And if the time comes, I will reap them.
That's repulsive.
Is the spider repulsive for snaring the fly? Is the bear for gorging itself ahead of a barren winter?
How'd the faces come to be in a statue?
Enough questions. Will you fight like a predator? Or cower like prey?
Yeah, usually you guys like to talk a lot. Alright, fine. You want to get down? We'll get down.
Pray to your favored god, Herald of Bareth, for your death is near at hand.
I suspect no. Because you're not going to kill me. A fight it is then.
Like shuttered lamplight, the glow of Galawain's presence leaves the beast's eyes. Dark encroaches at the edge of your vision, until all you can see is a pinprick of light swimming in the emptiness of the beyond. Suddenly, the light blooms, and its force shoves you back into your body.
Helps maintain price and wage disparity. I hear you. I completely agree. Alright, so I gotta fight a giant alligator, and what are you? You're not an ad, are you? I hope you're not. Alright, a deer, run up and fight the giant alligator. You got this. Okay, Liquid. Go up that way. Konstanten. Sit still for a minute. I know you're gonna jump into the middle of this. Just sit there for a minute. Screw it. Go after the young one. Cool thing about this guy is he's big. Which means I could drop a bunch of crap on top of him and not have to worry about hitting my own people, maybe, if he stays there. Alright, let's don't have any special defense against fire. Let's drop some fire on you. And your kids. Putrid breath. Oh, you're stunned. And so are you. Shit. Let's summon weapons. Right there. You're stunned. Everybody's stunned.
That dog won't hunt.
Oh, crap. One of your children came over to check me out. Alright, we done being stunned? Great. Eothas. Drop that down on him. Konstanten, you're gonna screw up summoning things again, aren't you? You did. Okay, Zodi, you're alright. Let's do a missile salvo right there. Actually, you know what? No. Alright, go for it. Never mind. Konstanten, you're having a time. Eothas, stay alive. Okay. Now we're going to use a minor intercession. Konstanten and Liquid go after this one and get rid of him. Beautiful. Okay, type him back up again. Zodi, you're gonna go into defensive mode in a second here. Eothas, start slamming potions. You don't have much in the way of potions. Shit, you're dead. That's okay. Let's see. Konstanten, go help. You're gonna die. This thing's not in good shape. It's dying fairly quicker than I thought it was going to. Okay. Eothas, run. Get back. Let's drop a wall of many colors on him, if possible. Zodi. Liquid. Panther Leap, right there. Actually, scratch what you're doing, Eothas. Paralyze, if possible. Whoa. Do you have one of my people in your mouth? Yeah, you do. Okay. Sodi, you're stuck because you're reforging your flesh. That's really bad timing. Konstantin, get back. Summon ogres. Okay. Eothas, get back. I want you alive. Alright, you two take care of him. Alright, he's petrified. Summon some more help. That guy's about to die. He's dead. Another wall. A deer. Entropy guard, this guy ain't moving. Might as well use it. Sodi. Minor intercession, heal everybody up a bit. Eothas, what do we got that we can drop on this dude? Let's try another Tain's Orb. Actually, let's just send this empowered. Missile salvo.
I cannot whack him any harder.
Alright, Sodi. Worthy sacrifice.
That's it.
That works. That was much easier than Oracle.
Collapses into a heap of blood and scales.
Much, much easier than Oracle. You've gained an item, Porokula's Eye.
The massive creature expires with a tired hiss, and you sense the familiar phenomenon of a soul departing a body. Only the energies involved are of a size and scale that threatens to overwhelm you. The essence rages around you as if desperate for direction. You can provide it.
Turn it to the crucible, send it to the wheel, channel the soul essence into Watu.
You attempt to return the soul to the wheel, but find your efforts stymied. You left the crucible's connection to the beyond shattered.
Whoops. Alright, go to the crucible.
Tendrils of soul energy twist off in branching tributaries, flowing toward the massive statue, into the waters of the arena, and out toward the dense jungle.
Did I do that? It's an innocent mistake. Humera straightens though she cradles one arm gingerly with the other.
This is on you, Watcher. The anguish in this place's souls calls that beast.
Bullshit! That beast was coming here no matter what we did.
Damn, Konstantin.
You were supposed to fix things.
Fools, Gallowayne sent that creature here. He's to blame for all this. Humera shakes her head in disgust. Sodi pops her jaw.
We clearly shouldn't have put such hopes in you.
She turns away. Shove her into the water.
You remain our champion, but you shall never be our friend.
I'm heartbroken. Now you have 2 more things you should do before heading to the end.
A tale of another artifact ripe for the reaping.
Oh, shut up. Talk to Konstanten and Fassina aboard the ship. First of all, Konstantin is really amusing. Second, go to Nekataka and talk to the girl in the blacksmith in CRIKEY's Overlook. You've gathered in each DLC a metallic piece that you now combine into something big. Interesting. I want to know what that is. Alright, let's get out of here. We're not wanted, apparently. Jerks. Act like they've never messed something up accidentally. Darn it. WASD liquid. Alright. I love my blue lights. Alright, you guys must be downstairs. There's Konstanten.
Looks like something's eating you. What's on your mind?
Tell me about the crew you ran with.
You don't want to hear about that. It's ancient history at this point.
He shifts his way from foot to foot, not quite meeting your eye. I'm genuinely curious. You seem too laid back to be a leader.
Ouch! Watcher!
He laughs. Just like that. A deep rumble shakes his whole body.
You're not wrong. I'm not much of a leader. The voice tricks people. They hear the power in it. Want to follow. But you were asking about my crew. Well, there was Salis, an old elf from Adir. Could do wild stuff with a bow. Backflips, trick shots, stuff you'd only see at a traveling show. Then there were Perso and Claria, twins from Old Valia. Probably carried a library's worth of grimoires between them. Then, there was my sister.
Go on.
She thought those fights were gonna fix everything short of bringing our ma back from the grave. See, there's a certain glory that comes with being a champion of Kazawari. And with glory comes money. We could have put our pa up in a nice place, maybe even gotten him a valet or a steward. Someone to help him hunt and farm so he could focus on tending his bees. Didn't work out like that, though. And she would have forgiven me for it. Haven't seen her since. Not sure how my letters are gonna find her now that we spent so much time on the move.
His expression softens and his eyes take on a distant, unfocused look. He frowns and turns away.
Hey there, Watcher. What's on your mind?
Your father keeps bees?
Used to. Not sure if he does anymore. See, his real talent lies in brewing. Mead mostly, but beer too. Keeps him happy and a roof over his head. Had a bitterly cold winter out where he lives not too many years ago. His hives weren't doing good to start, so when the bad weather came, there weren't enough bees to keep them all warm. He ended up losing a few queens to the cold. That was a tough year.
What's the story behind your tattoos?
Youthful folly. Nothing more to it than that.
Oh, okay.
What's on your mind?
Has the journey been everything you thought it'd be?
Didn't expect to be traveling with someone like Fassina. I can tell you that much. She's...
He trails off, looking a little at a loss for words.
There's something about her that gets me all twisted up.
You like her, don't you?
Maybe it's that attitude, or the way she hurls those spells like they're spears aimed right at her old boss's head.
You have weird kinks.
She's really something.
Hold on, you have a thing for Fassina?
Sure, who wouldn't? Hey, maybe you wanna, put in a good word for me?
I'll see what I can do. Somebody can have some romance around here, right, Sodi?
I know it's probably a lost cause, but she's just so smart. Beautiful, too, but that goes without saying. Damn!
Don't count yourself out. Who knows what'll happen.
I'll play it cool. I could do that.
I am content to stay out of crew politics. But I heard my name in the midst of your pointless muttering.
Fassina narrows her eyes and studies both of you.
Anything I should know about, Captain? Konstanten?
She swivels her full attention onto him, dissecting him with her gaze.
Nothing at all.
Konstanten cuts a glare in your direction, daring you to say anything.
Then this has nothing to do with the scented candle someone left next to my reading pile. does it, dwarf?
What do you want me to say? No?
Perfetto. And now I have my answer. You will excuse me.
She spins on her heel and looks away, but you catch the ghost of a smile fighting its way up from under her scowl. Do you want to talk about your sister?
What are you, my priest? Don't need to talk about anything.
Crosses his arms and kicks idly at the ground. Come on, what's her name?
Rosa, and my pa's Doran before you ask. Ma was Denisa, and I had a brother, Cosmin. Then there's Aunt Karina, my ma's sister, Uncle Albert, Cousin Alan, and Scissor. Oh, and baby Petrol. Was a boy last time I saw him. Must be a grown man by now.
And you have a large family. Do you miss her?
Of course. She's family.
He snorts.
Why are you asking me all this stuff anyway? It's got nothing to do with you.
Your relationship with your sister seems to really bother you. I want to help.
Margaret's tits! I'm not your fucking project!
His hands clench and unclench at his sides.
Sorry. That was out of line. Just don't know what you're getting out of all this. Don't know what you want. This isn't a problem you can solve. It's up to me and her to work out. If I ever see her again.
He deflates his shoulders, slumping forward. The anger that had inspired his lecture gone. Do you know where she is?
Said she was going to Nekataka. Went looking for her, but I didn't find a thing. After a couple of months at the mayor, I get a letter from her. Just wanted to let me know she was alive. It didn't say anything else, though. And she won't write me back, no matter how many letters I send. Guess she's still sore. I don't like being back here, but I think maybe we'll make a good showing in the fights. I get the money, and I make things right. It's just me, her, and Pa, after all. Family has to stick together.
I don't plan on dying, so you might be seeing her sooner than you think.
Shit, I'd hope so. Don't think the alternative would be much fun.
So you and Fassina, any progress there?
Hell, Watcher. I don't know. Pretty sure the only thing she's got eyes for is the gilded pages of Alok's fancy grimoire.
Is wasting time all that you two can accomplish together?
Incredulous, Fassina snaps her book shut and looks from you to Konstantin.
If I am to have any hope of achievement in this life, I must catch up on reading. You two may explore one another to your heart's content.
She banishes you with a half-hearted wave. There's a lot you could learn you won't find in any of those books, Fassina. Well, most of them.
I do not need you or anyone to convince me that Konstantin is a good man, handsome, even talented. I just...
Cutting off her speech with a gasp, Fassina's gaze slowly turns towards him.
Handsome and talented? Did I hear you right?
Pustinago, I said nothing. Go tend to your damned scented candles and leave me be. Tonderi, what a waste of breath.
Fassina gathers up her books, quills, and other supplies, dropping half of them in the process.
Sure.
Konstantin chuckles softly to himself. He hurries to help Fassina pick up her dropped books, a broad smile plastered across his face.
I swear you are like the worms clinging to our ship's hull. But if you can stop yourself from pestering me for even a single hour, there is a space by my bunk. You can lurk there and help me study.
Flustered, she snatches one of the books from his hands.
Might be I can even teach you a few chants you don't know.
Fassina sputters something incoherent while Konstantin laughs. They continue their tete-a-tete with lowered voices just outside your hearing. Save. Let's talk to her.
What is it, Casita?
So you and Konstantin...
Casita, I swear.
Fassina pinches the bridge of her nose and sighs loudly.
You read too much into this. Konstantin makes for good company. Besides, who says I cannot enjoy a handsome diversion?
Listen, damn it. I screwed up Zodi and Adir getting together. Or, well, I guess they don't get together. They're friends, but either way. Someone's gonna have a romance on this boat. No one.
A life of academic achievement shouldn't preclude me from taking time to enjoy myself.
You're right, it shouldn't.
I have to remember that we are sailing the Deadfire. For once, I have time to set down my books and look at who is in front of me. Don't I?
Are you asking for my permission?
Que? No. At least I do not think so.
Fassina blinks at you.
Forgive me, Casita. I think I have said too much.
Fassina massages her temples and shakes her head. She looks thoroughly disappointed with herself. You don't need my approval, Fassina.
I suppose not. Old habit, Zack. An apprentice gets used to measuring twice, asking permission, and having to defend every choice. I am out of practice thinking for myself. I am upset that things are going as well as they are. To me, this means I am overlooking some incredible flaw.
You deserve happiness. Stop worrying if it's perfect.
I must give your advice some thought.
Fassina takes you by the hand and sighs. She doesn't even seem to realize that she's doing it. She looks over at Konstanten, not with her usual scowl, but something altogether more contemplative and peaceful.
A grassima watcher.
She lets go of your hand. Let's be off.
You getting enough sleep? You look like you could use a break. What's on your mind? Hey, Watcher, I see what you're doing, helping me work through this thing with my sister. Talking about it won't fix things, but it helps. Wanted you to know that.
He claps you lightly on the shoulder and smiles, his eyes shining with genuine warmth. Has the journey been everything you thought it'd be?
Can't say I've ever had my life threatened by two vengeful goddesses at once, so no, not really. Real glad Eothas was there to give us a hand.
Let's talk about the crew you ran with. Is there anything else?
You don't want to hear about that. It's ancient history at this point.
I want to know more about you.
Well, there was Salis, an old elf from Adir. Then there were Then there was my sister. She thought, see, we could. Didn't work. Not sure how.
Alright, you doesn't have anything else. You have anything
else?
else?
What is it, Casita?
Let's be off. Looks like that's it for that.
Sure.
I'm telling you, if there's a third game in this series, you two better be together. Alright. Let's set sail. Go to Nekataka. Damn, can't believe we're gonna finish this up. Where's Nekataka? To the east. Or, yeah, east. We're here. Alright, Pricky's Overlook. That'll work.
You've got something shiny for me, friend.
Dwarf moves closer to you, the air around her thick with smells of oil and metal shavings. She dips one hand into your pocket and frowns. Hey, coming up empty, she brazenly opens the mouth of your pack and peers inside. Steal from her while she's distracted. Damn. Excuse me, what are you doing?
Ordinary inspection. Don't you worry, I'm a professional. Everyone gets a turn.
Biting her lips, she squints down at your goods and equipment.
You keep a dream journal too. No need to blush. This one's tame compared to mine.
She sets the journal of groggy Eothasian ramblings aside with a smile.
Ow! Something bit me!
She snaps her hand back with a wince. Konstanten's skull lets out a gleeful chuckle and burrows into the amount of coins. I've got a really big-ass pack here. Her eyes widen.
Strange bit of metal. What else have we got?
She returns Neriskias' hope to you and continues going through your belongings.
What's this? Some kind of fang you stole off a critter?
She admires the tooth of Toamowhai before handing it back to you.
Now, isn't this an odd trinket?
She taps on a shard of metal you received from the Black Isle, holding it against her ear like a conch shell.
You've got quite the collection of odd metals. Give me a little time. I'll wager I could knock something together out of all of this.
I got waylaid by some assassins who mentioned you by name a very, very long time ago, so long ago that I barely remember it.
Did they, now?
The side of her mouth twitches.
Well, lots of folks know me. And lots of folks aren't entirely nice. But you should know all about that, seeing as you look ready for a fight.
She scans you up and down, nodding with approval. I get that a lot from people.
Promise you won't laugh? See, it all started with this dream I had.
She averts her gaze and coughs slightly.
All I remember is a woman opened this satchel and gave me 3 pieces of dark metal. Told me that she had lost them, but that if I kept my eyes open, they'd be found again one day. When I got my hands on them, I was to bring the pieces together and get a prize for my troubles. Isn't that a strange calling?
She scratches the back of her head and shrugs.
I was just a girl when I had that dream, but it stuck with me like hagfish to the roof of my mouth. So if you find any unusual metals, you bring them to me first, yeah?
Alright, I guess I want to give her all 3 of them. Can you fuse these 3 together into something?
Sure can.
As soon as she gets to work, something comes over you. Your skin feels taut like it's been dried out in the sun and pulled across the mouth of a drum. It hurts, but the pain feels strangely familiar. When Azia turns to you with her completed work, the pain doesn't diminish, it merely fades into the background.
That should do it. Looks like these pieces fit together into an elegant and, dare I say, fashionable crown. Try it on. I want to make sure it fits properly.
Zia hands you a jeweled headpiece which feels warm to the touch. Crown of the Exiled Queen. My thanks.
Small price to pay for realizing my destiny. Go on then. I want to see how nice you look.
She steps back and places her hands on her hips. So what did you give me? Crown of the Exiled Queen. Only the Watcher can use it. Rightful Vengeance. Increases might resolve by 1 until the end of combat each time a party member is knocked out. And Supreme Fealty. The wearer points out a foe, dominating them for a short period of time. Once per rest. What does that look like on you? This item cannot occupy that slot. Oh, is it a trinket? Oh, it's a necklace. Oh, am I glowing? Oh, I have like a little light tiara. Makes me look magical. Swing that cape. There you go. Sachet, big boy. +1 intellect. +1 intellect. Konstanten, you're gonna be coming out probably. +2 resolve. Take that in the meantime.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. I'll take it. Alright, so I should figure out who I'm taking for the end game. Probably everybody I have minus Konstanten and replace them with... Wodica might want to talk. Oh shoot, she does actually. Because it says something about the burned book a long time ago and I never did open it. Where the heck is the burned book at? Here you go.
Wodica peers down at you intently, her eyes growing progressively wider.
Hi, sorry I've been busy. Tell me, Watcher, where'd you get that crown? Its pieces were scattered in the White Void, the Kazawari Arena, and the body of, well... Is that right? How fascinating. That you won't mind if I confirm your testimony.
Wodica closes her eyes. Her presence touches your mind like a talon raked over the surface of a pond. Then she nods.
How very dim of my brothers and sisters. How very ignorant and short-sighted of them to imagine a crown would never find its way back home to its rightful and loving mother. Is this really your crown? A crown of that size wouldn't fit my Titan's smallest finger, but it is mine all the same. Long ago, the Inquisitor of my most beloved acolytes was honored to wear that crown as a sigil of high office. She was a talented, ruthless, and cruel dispenser of law. A group of Mogranite zealots raided our great hall, burning and killing as they went. While my acolytes were put to the sword, my inquisitor was put to the torch. I never learned what became of her crown. Now I have my answer. Why would Galawain, Rimmergan, and Whale conspire to hide it from you? Crown was always more than a badge of authority. On the day of his forging, I gifted this smith a piece of my essence to tame the wild metal. Now it yearns for law, hungers for justice, and demands rightful vengeance. You may have heard it whisper in your ear, masquerading as an ocean breeze. The crown is my Vitmath, a gate through which order spills into Eora. Its very being is an insult to the wild, the indifferent, and chaotic. My siblings are right to fear it. Hiding the crown was an unforgivable deception, and the consequences will be mythic in proportion. Why did Mogren's followers attack? We were a young pantheon, our acolytes aglow with passion. My efforts to organize and consolidate power were often met with explosive reprisal, if not from the other gods in one of their many churches. The burning marked a sharp escalation in our petty conflicts. I gathered the other gods and beyond to discuss the matter, one of many great councils to come. By the time we parted ways, Mogren knew better than to cross me a second time. Did the Inquisitor's burning contribute to the myth of your downfall? How astute. That is the way of history, is it not? Once time has stripped an event of its context, all that remains are shadow puppets of facts. I don't dispute the myth. This manifestation inspires rage, contempt, and the need to answer injustice with death. Every scar, every indignity is a weapon of my uprising. Where does Zia fit in? She is the sole inheritor of my beloved Inquisitor, the last woman to wear that crown before the burning. Lineage is meaningless, arbitrary, but a very old part of me misses that Inquisitor all the same and wishes her a peaceful eternity. Enough about the crown, what should I do with it? You may have noticed how I enjoy a quiet but determined following. I'd be surprised if they weren't already aware of the crown's return to glory. You're welcome to hold on to the crown, but something tells me it won't be yours forever. I saw how you handled yourself on Galawain's withdrawn little island. My brother's nature demands that he craves self-sufficiency, but he is no different from the rest of us. He relies on a healthy flow of essence. And now the fool's slaughter rots from within. What a fate for a god to suffer. I understand you emerged from the bowels of Whale, and your mind appears to have survived the experience of only minor fractures. The body should have been destroyed ages ago, sparing us all the headache of cleaning up after Whale's mess. One of these days, my sibling must learn the value of an uncluttered house.
If you desire answers, look no further.
You might as well get that.
I have several.
Might as well get the talking out of the way here with her. The other gods spoke of the Guardian of Ukaizo. Fancy piece of construction. The Guardian is a safety measure against anyone or anything that limped out of Andra's mortar alive. We assumed mortal society would define their sailing craft over time. That is why the Guardian, deathless and obedient, lingers to preserve this untouched silence of Ukaizo. What is a Guardian? Guardian is a sacred vow, a promise kept, a vigil held without complaint or interruption. Once it was a dragon, 3 of them in fact. We improved on nature's imperfect design, knitting together multitudes to become one efficient and dangerous foe. Guardian is 3 dragons in one body. Indeed, crafting that beautiful menace was a challenge second only to the Eothas itself. We were no strangers to hammering together animats, but the Guardian required a frame that could outlast harsh treatment, foul weather, and a relentless decay of time. All of it on an unprecedented scale.
We installed behavioral safety measures as well. Were it to go mad with isolation, the Guardian cannot abandon its post or willingly end its own life.
Only one member of the Eothas project spoke out against the concept of an eternal enslaved Guardian. She was quietly reassigned to Skane. Who were these dragons before they came to Guardian of Ukaizo? They were creatures sworn to a loyal partnership with the Whehami. Such unions were not uncommon in those days. As long as the great Whehami Empire stood to protect the islands, the tribes, and luminous Adra, then the dragons stood with the Whehami. That was but one covenant the Whehami struck with a power greater than themselves. The others are not my stories to tell. Back to my other questions. I want to know more about Ukaizo. At its brightest hour, Ukaizo was a seething empire that dominated the continent. The Whehami kings and queens might have expanded their control even further, but we put a stop to that. The Eothas project needed 2 resources of uncompromising importance, luminous Adra and a multitude of souls. Ukaizo had both. What's on Ukaizo now? The city stands as a memorial to a different age. Its vacant buildings and flooded streets are a crown supporting but one jewel, the mechanism of reincarnation. Ukaizo is a city, a gravestone, a memory, and a machine. People act as if Ukaizo is the key to controlling the Deadfire. Ukaizo is the Deadfire's true north, even though Whehami, who have long since forgotten Ukaizo's bearing, unconsciously turn to face it in prayer. Last Emperor was fond of boasting that an army had never claimed Ukaizo by force. He was easily blinded by pride. Unfortunately, that didn't protect Ukaizo from deceivers within. We feasted and delighted the old ruler, winning his support long enough to activate our machines. From that moment and up into the millennia that followed, Ukaizo has been ours. So your rise to godhood actually set back society's development. Within the Deadfire, yes, it was a calculated decision. The Whehami Empire didn't conform to our ideal of societal perfection, and neither did its trajectory. They came close, but some unfavorable habits were woven in the fabric of their culture. If the Whehami wanted to prove us wrong, they were welcome to rise from the ashes of their past and embrace the future of our design. Back to my other questions. Tell me about this enlightened society you once wanted. Curious to know more? Excellent, but you have to ask. How would you have even recognized that ideal society? A valid, self-defeating question, and one which I posed often. We assumed that they, whoever they were, would reveal themselves to us. Rational government would rule in our stead, leaving churches vacant. Thanks to Eothas, we're pulling the dough from the oven before it's had a chance to fully rise. You unfortunate bastards never had the chance to prove me wrong. Why do the other gods tolerate your opposition? Opposition can take many forms. If a church embraces and weaponizes my doctrine, that is very different from me rampaging against the Titan.
Eothas is not known for subtlety. Twice now, he has contaminated the purity of our experiment, and done so with extravagant displays that undermine our authority.
So right now she'll have like one little bit of dialogue she reads, and then that's it. I am the counterpoint to the soft-hearted. It makes no difference if mortals pass some arbitrary test. My mind is settled on the matter. Regardless of my feelings, the timing of this crisis forces us to accelerate our schedule. Final judgment comes sooner than any of us would prefer. Doesn't this social engineering plan seem counterintuitive? You mean God's crafting a godless world? Naturally. My siblings desire to influence mortals and steer them in a proper direction, even if that direction led to places we cannot follow. I have no intention of being left behind. Society wouldn't unravel without its queen to impose strict order. What happens if someone proves you wrong? If our Pantheon found that mortals had cultivated a perfect, lawful system to maturity, I would not voice a word in protest. I would merely stand aside and await the inevitable collapse. Mortals need us. I know this as well as I know myself. Even a lawful and responsible society would be poised to collapse as long as its architects' strongest adherents were mortal.
Any satisfaction that my siblings derived from their little experiment would be short-lived. And it would fall to me to clean up after their mess.
Make no mistake, Watcher. In this, I cannot be proven wrong. Back to my other questions. Has your opinion of mortals changed at all? You should already know the answer to that question, degenerate. I have judged your corrupt, short-sighted kind, as is my right. All of you fall beneath my lowest standard of acceptable conduct, and you are nothing if not proof of my authority to call our mortals as I would a pack of ill-behaved hounds. I want to talk about the wheel in your eyes of godhood. I think I read all that already. Let's see if it goes away. If Eothas destroys the wheel, mortals will have a hard time trusting gods to fix it. Get the two irresponsible and know what's good for them. This is a fertile opportunity to earn their trust and subvert their highest institutions. Not that we ever needed their trust or their love. Saving them will make the work of ruling them an organized formality. The wheel can be remade, but it will take us discarding a long tradition of neutrality in favor of direct intervention, and you know what they say about old habits. How did the Eothas become gods? At the height of our power, we recognized the potential of the soul. We knew that it could be bound, split apart, diverted like a river, and hammered together. Hammering was trivial. Those of us who agreed with the Eothas' project, many who did not, submitted to a violent and horrible erasure of our individuality. After the dust settled, we adopted the forms of beings from Eothas' most prevalent myths. There were other faiths and legends, but we labored to strike their names from history. How exactly does will function? Much of reincarnation's mechanism exists in the idea space of the beyond. You wouldn't find a cog of wheels and levers unless we conjured one to illustrate a point. I have read all of it. Sweet.
Borica nods stiffly. You feel her presence drift as a breeze, rustling as it goes.
She wears my voice out every time.